Good morning, football fans, and welcome to 3 and Out right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Well, here we go. The title of today's show is something that's already been happening in high school, but in college, it's finally here. And I guess in the higher levels, it'll be here in just a few weeks. And, I guess in the super higher level, it'll be there in about a month. And then at the highest level, it'll be here in January. What is that? Playoffs, baby. That's right. Playoffs. Playoffs. And what are we talking about today? Well, again, in California high school football, things just couldn't get any crazier. I mean, that's kind of where we are, right? Things continue to get nuts. And last night, a team finished off another team that, they gave grief to early on in the year, and guess what? They came last night to finish them off for good this year. Who is that team? Well, the football factory themselves, Corona Centennial, knocking off Mater Dei. Oh my gosh, we'll get to that in a little bit. Why is Santa Margarita so good? Maybe Carson Palmer has something to do with that. And of course, plenty more in SoCal. Next up, we're also getting on in to the 3C2A. Did Fullerton knock off Riverside? I think so. Sad day for me on Monday. Regardless, though, great stuff happening in the 3C2A as the playoffs get ready to start today. Who is going to head to state? Well, the national championship in our state of California. We'll find out. Also, NJCAA action outside of California. Well, the playoffs start today. Who is going to climb that ladder? Well, just like Division 3, Division 2, the NAIA, and the FCS starting very, very soon. Playoffs are here, y'all. Playoffs are here, and they are ready to rock and roll. We are ready to go. Also, big game today. The game of the day, Oregon, USC. But Saturday Night Football, Tennessee, Florida. Will the Gators play upset? Will the Trojans play upset? And who are the Texans? Yeah. Better yet, who are the Bills? That's an even crazier question. And let's get ready for our picks for this week in the NFL and a preview of all to come. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're ready for a whole bunch of football because we're ready to deliver it to you. You are now tuned in live to 3 and Out right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Welcome. Good morning, all you crazy football fans out there. This is me, boy Larry B, and it is Saturday, November 22nd, 2025. I got my CBU Lance Up mug because I can only hope that one day CBU has a football team. But I'll tell you, basketball team's looking pretty good right now, we'll say. But with that said, we got ourselves a ton of football to get into this morning. And as you guys already know, man, I could never do this without my boy, man. He, of course, is IE Sports Radio Hall of Famer. He is IE Sports Radio SoCal Insider. And, of course, great friend of mine, IE Sports Radio set point host here, covering all things volleyball. And he's the host of this show, 3 and Out. Ladies and gentlemen, my boy, Mr. Teran Rodriguez. Good morning to you, sideways, sir. How are you?
Doing good, Larry. I appreciate you having me on. And yeah, a lot to talk about in terms of football, not just on the lower levels, but in the NFL as well.
Oh, Teran, we always do it here, man. We do it every week, and we love it. We love what we do. So, with that said, I'm looking down here trying to get my keyboard situated. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, we have ourselves a whole bunch to get into today, man. Like, so freaking much. And this is exciting because, like I said earlier, playoffs are here. They are in full bloom in high school. But, when it comes down to it, man, they're here in the best way when it comes to the college playoffs because we got a lot to get into, man. But before we do all that, how was your week, man?
It's pretty good. Pretty good, not going to lie.
That's good. That is a good thing. Well, I got a few things to throw out before we get started. First things first, got to say, The new job is going great. I'm so excited, man. I'm loving it. Got my own little office. I'm feeling it. It's great, man. So thoughts and prayers. Thank you guys for at least I was hoping for this. The iSports Radio family, man, I was telling these guys, hopefully getting this, a new spot soon. And by the grace of God, it happened. And yeah, man. So I'm just really things are looking so much better now. And it's pretty awesome. So little celebration there. And yeah. So with that said, Teran, let's go ahead and roll on into a little bit of NFL first, right? Because, well, we got to get on into the games that we stopped on last week, or the games that we previewed on Sunday's show. And, well, Teran, we are now in week 12 of the NFL. But for just a few moments here, we're going back to week 11 to talk about the teams that we picked and the games that we were talking about on Sunday's show, much like tomorrow when we jump on for Sunday evening's show, recapping all these college games from today. And of course, recapping the primetime games that we picked on Sunday night. So pretty exciting. And we love doing that every Sunday. So make sure to check in tomorrow, 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern, right in that last part of the games of the afternoon or evening slate of games, depending where you are in the country. And jump on in, show us some love. What's going on, Mr. Glenn Ritter? Good sir, that's one half of the End Zone Oracle here on iSports Radio, of course, covering all things in fantasy football. So, Teran, well, there was not many fantasies lived this past week. And, this is how it goes. Because we left off on, again, week 11. We left off right here on Sunday Night Football. Eagles and Lions. Teran, was this game was this any surprise to you that it was going to be a nasty dogfight? 16-9 victory. Eagles win this one at home. They're now 8-2 on the season. 6-4 go the Lions. It was a good game. It was. But was it what you expected?
Yeah, I mean, with the way the Eagles offense has been playing as of late, I'm not surprised that the Eagles kind of struggled at home. But I will say their defense has just been what's winning them the games for the most part. Lions, on the other hand, they really got to get it together. I mean, they were an 0 for 5 on fourth downs, and I know Dan Campbell loves to go for it on fourth down. That's why he's kind of gotten the nickname Dan Gamble. But you live by the sword, you die by the sword. And that's unfortunately what the Lions have been doing. So they have a chance to bounce back this week, but kind of got to be a little concerned with what's been happening with them and how they're now behind the Bears in terms of the NFC North, which is very, very surprising.
Darren, I couldn't have seen that. If I had the greatest telescope in the world, I couldn't have seen that on the horizon. I'm sorry. There's no way. The Bears, excuse me, the Bears being good. I've been ripping on these guys forever because I just don't think they're very good. But now, well, I guess I could shut up because, wow, they look all right, Teran. I mean, I don't know, dude. The NFC North is much different than what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a battle at the top between, maybe maybe these Lions for dang sure, the Vikings and JJ, and of course, the Packers. And I thought the Bears were just going to be hanging out in the basement. But, well, looks like I'm wrong. And isn't that something, man? I mean, that was crazy. I still can't believe this.
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe it either. The Bears in first place in the NFC North. I don't think anybody would have predicted that other than like a Bears fan. So we'll see how long it lasts, though, just because I think the true tough portion of the Bears schedule is about to come up.
Yes, and it is. And we're about to find out who they really are. But as of right now, that was a crazy game on Sunday night, man, and definitely enjoyed it. But a good one. And it just goes to show you, hey, look, the Lions are still solid, but it's true, man. Dan Gamble, I love it. But realistically, I just, it's true. The gambling sometimes can catch up to you, and things happen. And against a team like this, I get it. He wants to gamble. It really is the truth. I mean, why not? You're playing you're playing a team that's, the Super Bowl. I don't care what their record is now, even though they're 8-2 and they're still pretty damn good. You're playing the defending Super Bowl champs. So you better throw everything at them. You know what I mean? Everything in the kitchen sink. So I don't think anything was wrong. It's just they ended up with the short end of the stick, as you would say. So yeah. So anyway, Darren, let's go ahead and move it on now forward into Monday Night Football, a game that I just kind of want to forget about. It was very forgettable, by the way, because I don't think anybody even cared about it. It probably had the lowest viewings of Monday Night Footballs in quite some time. But Dallas dominates in the desert, man. Dak Prescott tosses 4 touchdowns. And the Cowboys roll past the Raiders 33-16. I still don't even know how it was that close on Monday Night Football. George Pickens explodes for 144 yards because the defense cannot stop anybody. And their defense seals it with a fourth quarter safety because the offensive line is like a wet paper bag. And I mean, I guess let's call it what it is. And Dallas gets a much-needed win, even though they beat a JV team. So, Teran, I mean, what do you think? Raiders look absolutely terrible. I feel so bad for Pete Carroll. This is not his fault. This is the lack of effort. I swear, watching the Raiders it's actually comical. I can call it. My wife being very supportive of me. She's like, "Yeah, let's watch our team," being sweet and everything. We're sitting here watching the game, and I'm telling her, like, it's hilarious. Like, I'm calling out what's going to happen. I'm like, oh, my gosh, turnover. We get the ball back. I says, we get the ball back in the red zone? I said, I guarantee you we're going to get a field goal watch. She's like, well, they're so close. I'm like, they're not getting in the end zone. Aaron, what's hilarious is they kicked a field goal. I mean, I'm just saying, like, I can call a Raiders game before it even happens. Like, oh, my interception on the 2-yard line. We're going to give the ball back. Not even a field goal? No, somebody's going to fumble. I mean, I can call it, Teran. I can call it. It's sick. It's sickening. But what are your thoughts on this game?
Yeah, this one felt like this was going to be all Dallas for the most part. I mean, be that as the Raiders tried, it's just that the Cowboys, they needed this win the worst way to keep their little playoff hopes alive, and they did get it. And Dak did have himself a solid game. I really feel bad for the Raiders just because, first and foremost, Ashton Genty, they drafted him in the first round, and it's not looking so promising. I don't want to say he's going to be a bust just because it's only year one for him, but that offensive line is failing him. I mean, I know the Raiders have a lot of holes in the offensive line, especially in terms of injuries, but they really got to have a better situation for Ashton Genty. Just because there's a reason why you spent your, 6th overall pick, 8th overall pick on him. So it's just been that type of season for the Raiders. They brought in Pete Carroll and Chip Kelly to try to improve the offense. It's just not happening. So I think they're just going to have to go back to the drawing board. I don't think they should fire Carroll right away. I think it's a first-year blip and first-year mess-up, and he just doesn't have the tools. They definitely need a better quarterback. I don't think Geno Smith is the answer. I hear they're going to start Aiden O'Connell this week, or he's at least coming back from the PUP list. Either way, they got to start AOC over Geno Smith.
Yeah, I just, I like Geno, man. I like him because he's resilient. He's a quarterback that's my age now. I watched him get drafted. I watched him go through a lot of teams, and I just want him to succeed. As somebody who attended camps and just, didn't make it because I'm short, seeing somebody that just has had rough goes, they made it, but they didn't have the best overall luck, if you would call that, in the NFL. And you want someone like that to win. You do. You want them to. You want to see someone succeed, especially if everything's against them. But sometimes, Teran, I don't know, dude. I don't know what to say, man. I mean, sometimes I want him to win, but I just don't know. But at the end of the day, Teran, no one's helping him either. I'm telling you, that offensive line might as well not even be there. they might as well just line up with Geno and the ball in his hands already, like he's under the center, and then just snap the ball because it looks like the same exact thing. Like the moment he snaps the ball, he's got 4 defenders like right here, like, hey, how you doing, buddy? Like, so I mean, it's like I swear, it's like they're not even out there. My gosh, trip them. I mean, like fall down at least. Like if you're not gonna block anybody, at least fall down and roll around the ground. Maybe make it an obstacle for the defensive line to jump over or something. I mean, my gosh, like if you're not gonna block anybody, bro, like, it's sad. I don't care. I will call them out all day long. I don't give a crap. I played defensive line my whole life. I've seen better freaking performances from those guys at the junior college level. Okay. There were some high school players that I played against that were better, that look better than that. I mean, it's sad, dude. Not even in the NCAA, I think the majority of guys I played against in the NCAA were better than every guy we have right now on the Alpha. I'm sorry. They're sad. It's sick. And overall, the Raiders just look terrible. So sorry. Got a little rantful there, but yeah, Raiders' offensive line is even worse than Dallas' defense. It's the truth, man. They are sad. This team is sad, and you know what? Again, it's. I feel bad for Carroll because he's in a hard situation. I don't really care too much for Chip Kelly, but at the end of the day, you know what? It's not that. I feel bad for saying that. I'm sorry. I didn't mean Chip Kelly himself. I mean like offense, because I'm not an offensive guy, but like. Because I blame more things in the defense all the time. But Chip Kelly, he's in a bad situation too. Like everybody is. It's everything's bad. But Aiden O'Connell, man, it's true. Screw it. Just give him the keys to the car, man. Can Aiden O'Connell play on the O-line? Glenn, I swear, I think he'd do better than every offensive lineman we have. And he's extremely undersized, but he has heart. That's something that our offensive line doesn't have. So, he has something that they don't contain. So, yeah, it's sad, Teran. So, I don't know what to say. The Raiders are going downhill fast. But you know what? I'm sorry. Let me retract that. They're already at the bottom, Teran. They can't go any further. They're just laying on the ground flat on their back. That's what they're doing. And they've been there since, I don't know. I was in middle school, 2003. After that horrendous bowl that we never recovered from 20 some years ago. Okay. And you have teams like the Panthers who had like a horrible season who rebounded. Don't give me that rebuild crap. You know what I mean? Like people rebuild in 2 seconds. We've seen teams come back the very next year. But this team, sick. So good for the Cowboys, though. Cowboys look solid. I'm not going to give them the playoff and like a deep playoff run or anything, but that kept their playoffs alive, and they're solid, and they're not a horrible team. But I will say that they need a lot of work. But that victory was at least a step in the right direction, even if it was over a JV team, right?
Oh yeah.
So
and also they were playing with heavy hearts. Obviously, it was their first game back since the passing of Marshawn Nealand, and they wanted to win this for him. And hopefully that motivates the Cowboys to continue to just play for him, not just in the game against the Raiders, but for the rest of the way. So we'll see what happens with the Cowboys. I mean, it all depends on their next matchup against the Eagles, but they're coming in via a shorter week, but you never know with the Cowboys. I mean, again, I wouldn't trust them to make the playoffs, but crazier things have happened in the NFL.
No, it's true. It's true, and that's exactly where we are, man. So, rest in peace to Nealand, man. And just pray for him and his family. But good win for those Cowboys, man. On Monday night. So. All right, Teran, we're going to switch. Actually, no, I'm sorry. No, we're not. Really quick. One more game to cover before we switch gears to Division 1. And that, of course, is, Teran, please, someone explain to me who on God's green earth are the Houston Texans. Because to me, they were a team that popped out at everybody 2 years ago and then kind of just fell apart last year. And then this year looked like they were just staying there. And then they upset a team who is pretty good. However, that team that's pretty good hasn't looked pretty good all season. As a matter of fact, they stopped looking pretty good around somewhere last season. And it's just me personally who wants to see them win so damn bad. It's those 4 falls is what's doing it, Jimmy. I want to see them win so bad. But Teran doesn't look like they want to win at all. I don't know. But when it comes down to it, The team that wore red on Thursday was red hot. And, well, the other team weren't. I'm talking about the Houston Texans getting it done, man. How about the Houston freaking Texans getting a huge victory? They stand tall. They unleash 8 sacks. Oh my gosh, man. Insane. Kalen Bullock forces 3 turnovers. 3 turnovers. And Houston stuns Buffalo 23-19 on Thursday Night Football. Davis Mills. This isn't even CJ Stroud, guys. Davis Mills throws 2 touchdowns. Ray Davis takes a kickoff 97 yards. And how about this? H-Town, baby. They are now 6-5 on the year. And the Bills. Ooh, I feel bad for the Bills, man, because it's not they can't go to the playoffs still and whatever. We're still, close to the midway point of the season, just past it. But they're looking like that. They ain't going to go much further. And the Texans, I don't know how far they're going to go. But that game on Thursday night really said something. What do you think?
Yeah, this was a very, very good win for the Texans. I mean, first and foremost, getting 8 sacks is just unheard of. And forcing 3 turnovers I don't think they committed any, if I'm not mistaken. That's pretty darn impressive as well. So, honestly, the Texans were just on one. And this is a very fringe playoff team right here. I mean, Texans will probably just barely make the dance, or better yet, if they played their cards right, they could catch the Colts in terms of the AFC South. But Colts are going to have to lose quite a bit of games in order for that to happen. But Texans have really revitalized their playoff hopes. And just like that, they've won 3 straight, all without CJ Stroud. And that's huge right there, just because most people kind of would have written Davis Mills off, as well as the entire Texans team. But this Texans team has played the part of really impressive. I mean, you have to go back to the comeback against Jacksonville, and then all of us thought, well, they just barely beat the Titans, so obviously they're going to lay an egg against the Bills. No, the Texans have been really impressive. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the Texans look like when they get CJ Stroud back. I imagine he should be back. He should be out of concussion protocol, because he does get the next 10 days off, or he did get the next 10 days off following the game against Buffalo. So Buffalo, on the other hand, this is rather fascinating. I mean, the fact that Khalil Shakir was their leading receiver speaks to high volumes of Bills need a better wide receiver one, and they need a better receiving threat. So Bills will be interesting down the stretch. And I think that pretty much kills off their AFC East title hopes, because I don't see the Patriots losing too much along the way.
No, I'm with you, dude. And this is hilarious, by the way. Leonard are throwing in the chat room. How are the Texans 4-0 over the Bills over recent history?
That's
it's true, though.
Thing. Josh Allen is 3-0, or I think he's 0-3 against the Texans all time. And he was 8-0 on Thursday Night Football before that loss. So something had to give there. And the Texans said, you know what? We're going to stay undefeated against you, buddy.
I still can't believe it. It's crazy, right? Like, I love it, though. I love it because that's what happens, man. Like, you get these teams, like, just somehow they're just perform good against other teams. It's freaking weird, or some teams play bad against other. I don't understand it. I don't know why. To me, it doesn't even make any sense to me. What is it, the jersey that does it? I don't know. But what I will say is this is crazy. This is something that I was not expecting. I really didn't. Okay. I didn't think the Bills were going to blow the doors off the stadium. Okay, I didn't. But at the same exact time, I definitely thought the Bills were going to win. You know what I mean? Like I mean, I could have picked that. I could have put $50 on that one. You know, I would have lost $50. But I'm just saying, like, it's something I could have totally felt like I had there. But yeah, dude, it's crazy, man. Overall, I just love it. You gotta love football, man, because you never know what you're going to get with these different matchups, man. That's every sport, right? But overall, Great stuff there on Thursday night. And there you go, man. So, all right, Teran, let's go ahead and switch over some gears really quick, man. Really fast, by the way. This won't be too quick, as we like to do. Maction. And, of course, our early games during the week, man. They're always fun to talk about. A brief little overview of the games that started on Tuesday. We had Akron getting the victory over Bowling Green, 19-6 on the road. Akron's now 5-7. Bowling Green is not going bowling. They're 3-8. I mean, not too many opportunities to win 6 games, so I think they're pretty much done. We had Western Michigan. Remember when they were in the Cotton Bowl and they were doing great and everything? Yeah, Teran, not anymore. But they're 7-4. 7-4. They defeated Northern Illinois, the Huskies, 35-19 on the road. And again, just like the Huskies, just like Bowling Green, Northern Illinois is right there. And then, of course, Ohio knocking off. This is sad. This is almost like the Raiders. Ohio, the Bobcats of Ohio, now 7-4, 5-2 in the MAC. They knock off UMass 42-14 at home. UMass is now 0-11 on the season. Can they just get one? Oh, that's painful. Then on to Wednesday, some more action here. We have Miami of Ohio defeating Buffalo 37-20 on the road. Miami is now 6-4. Buffalo falls to 5-6. The good old Bulls from one Buffalo team to the other is having hard weeks, man. The college team before, and then the day after the Bills. And then, of course, we have Central Michigan defeating Kent State 28-16 on the road. Central Michigan now 7-4, Kent State 4-7. And then we go to Thursday, a little Sun Belt Fun Belt, as Teran likes to say. The Raging Cajuns defeating Arkansas State 34-30 on the road. Nice little victory for those guys. 5-6 now for the Raging Cajuns, and Arkansas State actually falls to 5-6. And then last night we had some goodies. Some ACC action, some Mountain West action, actually. NC State knocking off Florida State. NC State now 6-5. Florida State is 5-6. Just when you thought they were going to have a little sliver of hope, no sliver for them. 21-11 at home. NC State, the Wolfpack gets it done. And then Mountain West action. Oh my gosh, Teran, this is the game I think of the entire week where I could have honestly thought it would be a lot closer. But UNLV was not playing that crap. UNLV, man, knocks off a pretty good Hawaii team, 38-10 at home. They're now 9-2 on the season. Go Rebels, man. And Hawaii is now 7-4. It's crazy, man. Anthony Calandria throws for 3 touchdowns. It's freaking crazy, man. So, Teran, any thoughts on all of those games there?
So the UNLV Hawaii matchup, it's such an interesting little matchup just because, Hawaii handed San Diego State its first Mountain West loss, which I don't know how they were able to do that. But you also got to remember that Hawaii, they wound up winning in Hawaii, which I feel that's kind of the safe domain for the Bows. But that being said, UNLV puts themselves in a really good position because next week they face Nevada, which is at the bottom of the Mountain West standings. And if they win that matchup, then they will advance to the Mountain West Conference Championship game, where they'll most likely face San Diego State, which they haven't faced off against this season. That they aren't on their schedule, which c'est la vie, I guess. And then so I can't imagine UNLV losing. I mean, they could also make the conference tournament champion or the conference championship if San Diego State loses out and maybe Fresno State loses out. But UNLV is in a good position, and I think that's a big win right there for UNLV, beating a pretty darn good Hawaii team coming off of that win over San Diego State. And then you mentioned UMass. They're 0-11. They only have one game remaining, and that is against Northern Illinois, NIU. Well, NIU. I was about to say UIW, but it's Northern Illinois. So,
they're playing backwards right now, so that's about fair, Terry.
UMass has only one chance, and I think they've only scored like 14 points. I read a stat on UMass that they've scored 14 points, 14 or fewer points, like 8 times throughout their season, which they actually had. And there has actually been a couple of games where they almost had the win, like against Buffalo. they almost won, and then they almost beat Bryant, but it was to no avail. So, yeah, this UMass team is really concerning. So, here's hoping. And their game against Bowling Green. Oh, they're playing Bowling Green, so my bad.
Okay, it's Bowling Green.
But
Okay, it's okay.
you know what I mean. UMass
Mm-hmm.
is in a very, very sticky situation. It's going to be the toilet bowl for the Maction. And the crazy part is that UMass Bowling Green is going to be on ESPNU. So I don't know what they're doing putting that matchup on ESPNU.
Why?
They should put
Why
that
would
on
you?
Cartoon Network.
No. All right, Sean. We're gonna go. Have a good day. We gotta take a commercial break or something. I'm gonna die. Oh no. Okay. There, very few times have we had these kind of laughs on air. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Come over. Oh no.
What, Daddy?
What the hell was that? What the hell was that? I don't even know what that was. That was it was a sound effect from one of our previous hosts. But oh my gosh, I gotta pull out the sound effects, bro.
Oh, come on!
Oh, I'm sorry. That was one of the greatest lines I've ever heard in my entire life, because that's exactly what it is, man. Good for you, Teran. Good for you, sir. That was
Thank you. And
that.
here's the official stats. So UMass has scored 10 or fewer points in 7 of their 11 games.
I'm sorry, Darren. This is sad. Why are we talking about this game? It's true, dude. Yeah, this is very similar to what I said about Spain the other day, the Madrid game. Like, what did those poor people in Madrid do to have to get the Dolphins and Commanders? Like, that's not even right. Like, they should be paying them in Spain to go watch the game. Yet, oh my gosh, Bowling Green, who's won 3, they've combined won 3 games together because UMass hasn't won anything. I love it. I love it. That is, he said on Cartoon Network. Yeah, that's exactly where that game belongs. That's like the worst game. Why would you do that? Like, immediately flex this thing. Like, oh my gosh, this is like watching the Raiders scrimmage the Raiders. Like, somehow, somewhere, they're both gonna lose. Like, I'm sorry, this is sad. Oh my gosh, that was great. Oh, you made my morning, dude. That was that was good. So we're gonna call it that there. Well, I hope we don't get sued for using that, but we can definitely call those the Cartoon Network games. Those horrible.
There's another one I have in mind, but that's for a
no.
little later.
Oh, no, Teran's got him, y'all. Teran's got him in the bank right now. He's ready. He's got the little bank ready to roll. So, oh my gosh, dude, that was hilarious. Okay, well, that was great. So, okay, well, there's a little bit of that action there. And it was a fun one, that's for sure. It's fun this week. A little bit of action from out the week, and anything on last night's games, dude. I mean, or I'm sorry, in last the NC State game, man. Florida State just looks terrible again, don't they?
Remember when they beat Alabama
Yes.
in their first game?
Yes.
Feels like a fever dream. And it feels like a fever dream when they last won when they had that 3-game, what was it? 3-game winning streak?
Yes.
It just feels like forever ago. Yeah, it was 3-game winning streak, but they had just beaten teams like East Texas A&M and Kent State, so nothing to write home about. It feels like once they got into ACC play, they got exposed.
Yeah, dude.
And they haven't
seriously.
really looked all that good. I mean, they've only beaten Virginia Tech, which they're like close to the bottom of the barrel, and then Wake Forest. Oh no, they beat. No, they did beat Wake Forest, which I don't know how they beat that team. Wake Forest is 7-3. Like, did Wake Forest forget they had a game? Either way, Florida State only has one game remaining next week, and it's against Florida, which, I mean, it's a rivalry game, and I understand it, but that's pretty much an elimination game for Florida State if they want to go bowling. If they lose to Florida next week, they rightfully do not deserve to be going bowling because Florida is 3-7, and they have no ambitions of going bowling.
I hate how the Sunday night game just depends on it's an SEC game because the Saturday night, because the Saturday night game tonight should seriously be Ducks and Trojans. Like,
I have some thoughts on that once we get back to the second half of FBS.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna because it's crap. Seriously, these games are ridiculous. Like, oh yeah, let's put on Florida and Tennessee. Like, what the hell? And then we have to call that Saturday night football. Like, no, like what the hell? Okay, that's not as bad as a Cartoon Network game, but still, all right. I just really like that's what we're gonna call. Oh, it was because TV deals in the conferences. Oh, that's why. No, I wish we can just have like a for real deal, like the like how we do with Sunday Night Football. But obviously that's a contract with the entire league, not the same thing with the NCAA. So that's its own bag of crap. But oh my gosh, dude, that killed me. That was, oh man, I got teary-eyed. That was one of the best laughs I've had all week. So thank you, sir, for that. So, all right, Teran, let's go ahead and switch gears, man, on to some high school football, man. As a matter of fact, Teran, let's take a quick little break, little transition, man, into high school football. You guys are amazing. We're already almost up to 200 viewers for the day, so we appreciate you guys so much. You're amazing, and always, oh yeah, you guys are awesome. We love our network. We love our viewers. You guys are amazing. So, with that said, go ahead and take ourselves a quick break. When we come back, jump on into some high school football around the country. You are watching 3 and Out right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. We'll be right back after this. For the last 10 years, IE Sports Radio has been bringing you amazing content ranging from interviewing legendary athletes, coaches, and other authorized media personnel to building tailor-made shows dedicated to all major sports cities around the country. Make sure to follow us at IE Sports Radio on X, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube to keep up with the latest in sports and with all of our shows. Also, make sure to check out our daily updated website at iesportsradio.com. At iesportsradio.com, you can see our daily show schedule and check out all of our show pages with personal bios to learn a little bit more about each of our awesome hosts. In addition to our show pages, you can catch the IE Sports Radio blog, Hall of Fame, Fans of the Month page, and our merchandise shop, including t-shirts, tank tops, caps, long sleeves, hoodies, and more. For now over a decade here at IE Sports Radio, we've continued to be by the fans, for the fans, and we thank you all for your support and for making IE Sports Radio your direct feed for all that is sports.
IE Sports Radio fans, this show is brought to you by Planet Jerky Premium Brisket Beef Jerky. Planet Jerky is the official jerky of the 2022 California League champion Lake Elsinore Storm, Single A affiliate of the San Diego Padres. This all brisket jerky has gluten-free options, contains no MSG, no sodium nitrate, is low in sugar, and high in protein. Go to their website at planetjerky.net and follow them on Instagram at Planet Jerky. Planet Jerky, the jerky that's on a whole other planet.
And we are back right here on 3 and Out on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. What's going on, y'all? We're back in the action, man. Make sure you check out our awesome sponsor, Planet Jerky, baby. The jerky that's on a whole other planet. That's right. Grab you a bag, man. Always delicious. Give them a follow on Instagram, man. Show them some love. And of course, give us a follow on TikTok, because we're primarily on there now with all of our clips and all of our stuff and all of our insiders. So check us out there. And of course, subscribe to us on YouTube for all of our shows here that we're live on right now. And of course, check us out on X, because well, that's where we began and we're still on there. So, there you go. Website, of course, and everything coming back. Hit some hard times there. Couldn't really keep it going, but things are better. So, here we go. And we're getting that website back. Make sure you check it out. IESportsRadio.com coming back very, very soon. And there you go, Teran. So here we go, dude. Let's roll on into a little bit of high school football, man, because it was crazy what happened yesterday. Teran has been waiting for this. I don't even know where to begin, but I will begin somewhere. Where should we begin, Teran? I don't know. Oh, how about that team that you know what? Hold on. I gotta put this up here really quick. Maction. I love this. Maction never sleep on the mighty Mac, of course, earlier. Appreciate you, Freddie B, jumping in, man. We appreciate you. Teran, he's gonna give us a good segue. How about that team that knocked off the number 1 team earlier this year? And guess what they did? They finished the deal last night. Corona Centennial, the football factory, Coach Logan. Oh my gosh, dude. This has been a special year now for the 10-1 Corona Centennial Huskies. Bro, this has been crazy, man. Dominic Catalano runs for 2 touchdowns and hit, looks like, I don't want to butcher his name, Kawi, I believe, Brown, for the game winner with a minute and 35 seconds left. Ryan Hopkins threw touchdowns to Chris Henry Jr. and Caden Dixon Wyatt, and Mater Dei nearly pulled the comeback. This bracket is unreal. Teran, Corona Centennial number 4 knocks off number 5, and in my opinion, and again, I really hate to be that guy to keep on saying this crap, but I don't get it. Especially after that game was canceled between St. Francis Academy and the IMG Academy. Teran, in my personal opinion, Centennial should be number 1 in the country right now.
Without a doubt. And remember, they beat Mater Dei not once, but twice. And Mater Dei beat St. John Bosco, who was number 1 for a majority of the season. So Centennial is really making a name for themselves, or remaking a name for themselves. And that is such a massive win right there for the Huskies, beating Mater Dei for a second time. And that blocked field goal that they had was the definition of clutch, because everyone was thinking Mater Dei was probably going to drive down the field, get the game-winning field goal or the go-ahead field goal, and then Centennial was going to have to drive back down the field to get a field goal of their own. But Centennial just ended it with a blocked field goal, and then they just kneeled it down. So this is just a testament to how Centennial has just been so resilient throughout most of the season. And Centennial rightfully deserves to be in the CIF Southern Section Division I championship.
They do, Teran. They do. I don't understand how. I'm telling you, I don't understand how they're not number 1 in the country. It blows my mind. I get it. Okay, Grayson, great team, but again, they're a local team. They are, the second best public school in the country. Corona Centennial, though, they are a public school, and they belong at number 1. I'm sorry. St. Francis Academy is not better than this team. IMG Academy is not better than this team. Corona Centennial has done it this year. They have proven themselves. They've played a gauntlet. They've destroyed Mater Dei, not destroyed, but beat them twice. I mean, what more do you want? And then you have IMG Academy and St. Francis Academy canceling their game to try to reschedule it, and now they're just going to sit there and take number 1 and number 3. That, to me, that's not fair at all. I don't think that's fair. I do not think that's fair. So let's go Centennial. To me, they're number 1. To me, this is my national champions. These guys, they proved it, dude. They proved it. This is a great football team. They are dominant. This is future NFL talent, you guys, playing right now. I mean, also Mater Dei too. I mean, all these teams in the Trinity League. Well, Centennial's not Trinity League, but I'm just saying the Trinity League teams, future NFL stars. And of course, teams like, from Corona Centennial, like this team is a massive, that's why they call it the football factory. So massive contributor to Division I schools out there. It's just, awesome. Great job. Again, Freddie B, Centennial. That's right, bro. And Freddie B's right here in Menifee, bro. Freddie B's not too far from me, man. I'm in Marietta. He's in Menifee. We're like the next city apart. We got to get together and hang out.
Nice.
Something.
Maybe I might make a trip down there.
Come hang out with us, Teran. Poor Teran made 2 trips to Marietta this year, and I didn't get to see him for either. Poor guy.
It was just one. I got an invite to go down to Marietta this weekend, but it's like, nah.
All good. But yeah, dude, great stuff, man, and we just love our football, man. So let's do it, Teran. Let's go ahead and move on now into we have more for that same bracket, but of course we have so much more to get to around the country. Okay, again, huge, massive victory there for Corona Centennial, man. Santa Margarita, bro. Carson Palmer's boys are playing. They also knocked off Mater Dei this year, barely, in a defensive battle for the ages. Orange Lutheran, we talk about them not ducking nobody every week, and they didn't duck anyone. They balled. They still made the CIF Division I playoffs. They knocked off St. John Bosco, who was previously number 1 this year, who also knocked off Mater Dei. And guess what? Yeah, Santa Margarita said, well, very, very, very kind of you to join us for this football game tonight. But we're going to send you home with a 31-6 loss. Quarterback Trace Johnson hit Trent Mosley for 2 touchdowns, while Jaden Smith and Adrian Patero add rushing scores. Man, Santa Margarita heads to its first CIF Southern Section Division I title since 2011. How about that one, Teran?
Absolutely. And do you know what? And that was a massive win right there. But I'm kind of not surprised. I feel with the way Santa Margarita's defense has been playing, it just feels like they can take on anybody at any time, any place. Mm-hmm. And Santa Margarita is just, they're kind of that team of destiny. Now, a little trivia question for you, Larry. In the highest division of CIF Southern Section football, when was the last time there was no Mater Dei or St. John Bosco did not make the finals?
This is probably, I'd say about 10 years ago. We're talking about 2015, 16.
Close.
Uh-oh.
You actually pretty much talked about it.
2011?
Yes. That was when Santa Margarita last won, and they beat St. Clemente that year, which was pretty amazing. That was back when the division was called the Pac-5 division.
It was the Pac-5.
That was back when other teams that were pretty much unorthodox were in, like the Moore League teams like Poly, and then some teams like the Sunset League teams and the Sarah League from the Sarah League, and then
I remember those.
So on and so forth. So that's a little bit of a fun fact trivia right there. And that was back when Servite was the number 1 seed, and they wound up being the Iron, ruling the Trinity League with an Iron Fist. And that was when Mater Dei missed the postseason. So yeah, that was the last time Mater Dei and St. John Bosco, or either of them, did not make the final. So the fact that Santa Margarita is back in the final feels like divine intervention. Oh, and that was also the year that Corona Centennial wound up winning a CIF Southern Section Championship, but it was that was also in a different division. Like some of these teams were in certain divisions. Like, for example, Centennial was in the Inland Division.
Right.
Oh, they didn't make they made the final, but they didn't. They lost to Vista Murrieta that year. So
yes,
and they were the number 1 seed, which is quite fascinating. But Vista's also a pretty good playoff team. So anyway, a lot of amazing storylines from Division I this year. It's just absolutely astounding.
Dude, we got some great Teran. By the way, man, can we just give an applause real quick to Teran, man? This guy, where is my darn applause button? Yeah, Teran. Yes, Teran bringing the trivia, bringing the knowledge here. You're very knowledgeable with this stuff, man. So I always appreciate you jumping on in with some cool stuff for us, Teran. But yeah, man, pretty cool stuff, and it's insane to see this right now, man. I am just wow. I am flabbergasted. I don't know what to say. I'm not flabbergasted. That's bad choice of words. I am just blown away by this year. What's going on? Like, how crazy is this, man? So, staying in high school football, man. Of course, we're gonna keep on going with again. Santa Margarita is going on, doing their thing, playing well. We're gonna go up north real quick, man. De La Salle, they knock off Pittsburgh, defeating number 15 De La Salle, defeating Pittsburgh 24-17. They clinched the NCS title. Number 33 in a row, which is crazy. Braden Knight, touchdown. Brady Smith, Jaden Jefferson, they just carry this team on, man. De La Salle now advances to the Open State Championship. These guys are incredible. I'm just gonna run through some of these here and comment on them, obviously. But we have number 23 Baylor taking on McCallie. Remember the team that beat Mission Viejo this year in Tennessee? Well, Baylor doing their thing right now, man. They top rival McCallie 56-35. Running 5-star running back. Be looking for him at a D1 near you. David Gabriel Georges has a historic night, 7 rushing touchdowns, over 400 yards. The Red Raiders advance to the Division II 3A state final. Congratulations to those guys. We have a little New Jersey battle. Number 25, Don Bosco Prep and Bergen Catholic. Well, guess what? Bergen Catholic used to be, well, they're still a dominant power, but man, the last couple of years, they were the cream of the crop in New Jersey. Well, the crown has been taken by Don Bosco Prep. It's a little modern day Bosco, New Jersey style, if you will. 31-17, Bosco or Don Bosco Prep defeats Bergen Catholic to win the non-public A title. Looks like Cassie Thomas scores twice. Quarterback Carson Schoen adds another touchdown. Looks like Makai Allen returns the fumble for 6. First Bosco championship since 2015. Congratulations to Don Bosco Prep. Grayson, number 22, Grayson defeats Colquitt County 31-10. Another 5-star linebacker here, Tyler Atkinson, wrecked the game with a safety and constant pressure. The Rams roll into the Georgia 6A quarterfinal. Buford also in Georgia. Number 8, Buford crushes Newton 31-14. Nebraska commit Dayton Raiola, I think we know that name, right, Teran? Tosses 4 touchdowns, and the Wolves advance again. Georgia playoff chaos incoming. Great stuff there. Number 11, Carrollton, they just destroy number 51, or sorry, number 51. They destroy Harrison 51-6. Trojans dropped 30 points in the first half and never look back. Huge quarterfinal clash with Grayson coming up next. Carrollton and Grayson, gonna be fun. We have number 12, St. Thomas Aquinas, just routing Coconut Creek 44-13 in Florida. The Raiders offense was unstoppable because, again, some Raiders have to be good. While the defense clamped down early to punch another playoff ticket. Grimsley, now we're going over here now, defeats Jack Britt. Grimsley, they defeat Jack Britt 55-12. The Whirlies in North Carolina roll on to the next round with a statement win. Bixby, they just do their thing, man. They've been scoring tons of points all year, and it's not stopping. 51-14 over Union. The Spartans just continue on in Oklahoma, being the most dominant team in that state for sure. Hamilton defeats Mountain View. Another clutch performance by the undefeated Huskies to keep the Arizona title hopes alive. 35-14, Hamilton gets that victory. Going back down to Florida, Chaminade Madonna versus Edison. Number 22, Chaminade Madonna crushes Edison 47-18. A bounce back win for the Lions as they keep their playoff run alive. And we'll stop here, I guess, because there's plenty more. But number 24, Clay Chalkville defeats Homewood. The 35-17, the Cougars remain unbeaten and advance in the Alabama 6A. So there are plenty more, though, Teran. I mean, again, Grayson looking strong. We had Buford over Newton, so Buford's looking strong. Like I said, we talked about them already. Dayton Raiola is doing his thing. South Lake Carroll in Texas, they destroy St. Angelo Central 72-7. Angelo Renda looks amazing. This dude playing at quarterback. In Louisiana, Edna Carr, they just knocked off Jesuit 39-13. They look incredible. They're gonna go on. They're on their way to a state title in Louisiana for sure. I mean, there are so many good ones here, man. But any comments on that? Oh, Cass Tech, they advance in Detroit, in Michigan, with a 42-28 victory over Adams. Man, quarterback Donald Tabaron the second, man, 3 touchdowns. CJ and good old CJ Sadler Jr., man, 2 interceptions and a pick 6 in this game. Teran, high school football is going crazy, man. Any comments on this?
Yeah, even though Orange Lutheran lost their game against Santa Margarita, the fact that they jumped up 51 spots after the win over St. John Bosco was pretty incredible, if you ask me. So they had a fantastic run. The fact that they were able to pull off that upset of a magnitude like that was impressive. And then something I do actually need to inform everybody is that Dayton Raiola actually decommitted from Nebraska, so he's reopened his commitment to elsewhere. So this was just this week, so you didn't know about this. So, but I just saw this on like SI, and I'm like, well, I'll be darned.
That's crazy! Wow, how about that? Well, hey, there's some crimson and gold over there that I think he'd look really good in, Teran. I'm just saying.
But we have Luke on Longstreet.
We do. I know, but still, dude. I mean, I know, but still, you know, hey, you want to grab them all, right? Like Pokemon, you want to catch them all, right? Look at this comment, Teran. How is 2008 17 years ago, Teran? I
don't know.
It's crazy how time flies, isn't it? Isn't that something? Dude, like, oh my gosh, that was my freshman year in college. Like, oh my gosh, wow. Yeah. I'm not old, Teran. I'm not old. I'm gonna keep telling myself that. I'm not old. But yeah, dude, oh my gosh, that is awesome, man. So high school football is insane. We're heating up. Texas playoffs getting ready to start soon and everything like that. And we just have all kinds of goodies coming for us, man. So with that said, Teran, any closers here for high school football as we just get on into the nitty-gritty, man. Next week, the CIF. We'll talk about, if you want to go ahead and talk about, man, give the preview for the CIF Division 1.
Well, it's going to be round 2 between Santa Margarita and Centennial. Remember, Santa Margarita did win the first match. Or first game off of a blocked extra point, and then eventually they won it in overtime, which was just insane. But that was when Matt Logan wasn't coaching because of a little bit of a procedure. I don't think he had like anything too big. So it's going to be really interesting to see what round 2 is going to be like. And that's going to be played at the Rose Bowl. So unlike divisions 2 through 14 in CIF Southern section, Division 1 is the only division that has a neutral site. So get your tickets to the Rose Bowl while you can, just because I imagine it's going to be selling out very quickly.
Oh, I'm certain it has to be, man. But crazy stuff, man. Looking forward to. Who you picking?
Oh, man.
I know. It's a hard one, dude.
I mean, shoot. Centennial, I'd say this could possibly be a low-scoring game, but Centennial's playing some darn good football. But that Santa Margarita defense is just so enticing and so tempting to take. I'm going to say Centennial just because I think with Matt Logan, back as head coach, I think he'll have the correct formula because, to be honest, ever since that loss, Centennial still has yet to lose.
Yeah, Teran, and really, dude, Centennial, I really like. Obviously, Carson Palmer, SC guy. You want all the best for him. Trinity League there, but Corona Centennial, number one thing, dude, they're in the Inland Empire, so I got to cheer on the football factory with me in the Inland Empire. Corona's just, a few exits back that way, north, if you will. But Teran, I just, at the end of the day, man, this team has done so well this year. And if they lose, they lost to a great team in Santa Margarita, coached by a great, former NFL quarterback. But I do feel that they'll win this game because they're a very strong team. They are coached by a legendary coach in Matt Logan. This is a great great game that we're about to witness. I'm going to somehow watch this thing. I don't care if I got to get the membership to Max Preps or whatever. Like, I want to make sure I watch this. Again, guys, if you want future NFL talent, man, some of these guys are definitely going on to the league one day. Definitely a lot of them going on to D1 in a college near you. So, yeah, this is going to be a great game to watch. Rose Bowl, man, kind of crazy because the Rose Bowl is extremely far from both of them. Like, yeah,
that's a CIF thing.
It's so crazy because the Rose Bowl is extremely far away from where we are right now. Really, it's traffic that makes it extremely far away, but it's like 2.5 hours up north, the Rose Bowl, which is crazy.
They used to play games at like Angel Stadium.
Yeah.
And then I think there were some other options back in the day, like Cerritos College, Veteran Stadium, and whatnot. But I think they ultimately agreed on the Rose Bowl. I personally think they maybe could have gone a little bit like, I think Cerritos College would have been better. Just my take, but it's a CIF thing. I mean, they want to give like the experience to a bunch of these players. I just don't think it's going to like fully sell. I mean, it could sell out, but it's what Rose Bowl seats like 90 some thousand or something.
Yeah, that's a lot of people.
If that fills up 90 some thousand, then I think UCLA ultimately deserves to not have the rights to play their games at the Rose Bowl.
Whoever wins these, they play their home games at Centennial or Santa Margarita. UCLA is its own thing this year, its own bag of crap.
We'll get to them in a little bit.
Yeah, we'll talk about that nonsense later. Oh my gosh. So anyway, Teran, great stuff there. High school football, man, all around the country. Loving it. Let's change gears now into 3C2A action, the junior colleges of California. And well, Teran, this past week, I don't want to talk about it. But we're going to talk about it. And well, then also, guys, again, some of these guys are going on to the league as well, or to Division I as well. I mean, transfers here in junior college. 3C2A and the NJCAA. But a couple things here, Teran. Victor Valley, man, they cap a historic season with their first ever home bowl victory. And this was cool. Victor Valley College closed out a dream season with a landmark 38-23 win over Santa Margarita in the American Division Championship Bowl.
Santa Monica,
sorry.
So good.
And in the American Division Championship Bowl, securing the program's first ever bowl title and finishing the year at 10-1. Congratulations, man. Trailing at halftime. And again, early in the third quarter, the Victor Valley Rams roared back behind a dominant second half sparked by Carlos Amplayo's 39-yard touchdown burst. And the quarterback, Seth, looks like Burbine's efficient air attack. A late interception by freshman DB Zatravion Stevenson Henderson helped seal the victory for the Rams. Balanced offense and opportunistic defense took over on the stretch. The triumph capped a season defined by explosive performances, clutch wins, and relentless growth. From the opening of the year with back-to-back blowouts to surviving overtime battles and reclaiming momentum after their lone loss behind one of the most dynamic offenses in the American Division, a deep stable of running backs and a disciplined playmaking defense, Victor Valley delivered an outright American Metro Conference Championship, national top 50 recognition, and historic bowl win that cements the 2025 Rams as one of the greatest teams in school history. So, Teran, how about that, man? Victor Valley, congratulations to those guys.
Yeah, and one big thing that Victor Valley kind of was I think what was kind of the big thing was they managed to get 2 sacks while making sure that Santa Monica did not get one, which was pretty darn good. Even though the penalties were not really in their favor, they had 10 penalties for 51 yards. Yikes. I still thought that Victor Valley just played themselves a solid game, if you ask me. I think that their passing game was great, and then their overall offense was pretty darn impressive as well. So I think for Victor Valley, this was a historic season. I know that was their first ever bowl game win. So, but with close to 500 yards of offense, you're going to be winning those games more often than not. And holding your opponent to pretty much around 300-ish yards or 300 yards in this game, I think that pretty much is the nail in the coffin. So I think Victor Valley's defense was pretty stout, if you ask me. Yeah.
Oh, dude, they were great. And again, just congratulations to them on a great year. These guys really played well, and it's pretty cool. Pretty cool to see that. Again, when I played in the 3C2A years ago, dude, they were nothing. They were just a simple little college that wasn't even, I mean, they were the best they were going to do was a bowl game, kind of like now, but maybe they'll be taken serious. Maybe next year they'll be entered in that bigger division where they can actually fight for a state title, or for a national championship. I think this was great. Awesome for them, man. Congratulations to the Rams. They really earned it, man. So hats off to those guys. Great season. Historic season. I think that is probably the best. I don't know about their history too much, but I do know, or at all, but I do know that has to be the best freaking team in their history ever. So congratulations to them, man. Victor Valley. All right, time to get to the one I don't want to talk about, but we're going to talk about it anyway.
Let's rip the Band-Aid off.
Oh, I don't want to. Riverside battles weather and Fullerton, but falls in the SoCal Bowl shootout. Hard season, man, especially when you're used to seeing Riverside win so much, man. Your alma mater, the team you played for, won a bowl game with. Riverside, man, great school, but just, unfortunately, the changing of the guard, the great Tom Kraft retired. His son, awesome guy. Look, he's going to be just fine, because growing pains, it's okay. Next year is going to be different, but in a rain-soaked SoCal Bowl, number 13 Riverside went toe-to-toe with number 11 Fullerton, ultimately falling 45-30 in a physical turnover-filled clash. The Tigers struck early behind a 21-yard touchdown burst from Kavion Sibley. Watch out for that name, guys. Jumping out to a 10-0 lead before the Hornets settled in and controlled the middle quarters. Despite the slippery conditions, RCC piled up 413 yards of total offense, with quarterbacks Jared Doolittle and Brian Wilson combining for 2 touchdowns passing, while Sibley, Donovan Ferguson, and Dominic Cox each found the end zone. Defensively, Caden Arellano, 16 tackles, and Micah Valenzuela, 14 tackles, kept the Tigers competitive throughout the night. Fullerton's powerful ground game proved the difference, outgaining RCC's 346 to 264 on the ground, and capitalized on the Tigers' 4 fumbles. Riverside closed out its season 2025 campaign at 7-4. While Fullerton, man, they finished 8-3 and lifted the SoCal Bowl trophy after a gritty battle in tough conditions at home on their really cool looking field. I got to give it to them. So, this pains me to do, because they were rivals of ours back then, and they still are now. Congratulations, Fullerton. They got a nice victory there, man, and rough go for Riverside. So, what do you think about this one, Teran?
Man, first and foremost, 45 points. Both teams combined for 75 points in rainy conditions. That is unheard of, if you ask me. Normally, you'd probably see like a low-scoring game. But with Fullerton, I'll just tell it to you like it is. They lost 2 straight, and then if there was any pride in Fullerton, they were not going to end their season on a 3-game losing streak, because you got to remember they lost to Cerritos, which eventually pretty much cost them the conference championship, and then they lost to Golden West, which we all know that Golden West was the superior team, and Fullerton, I feel, might have looked ahead from the Cerritos week. Fullerton had to play for pride, and they knew that they did not want to end on a 3-game losing streak.
Oh, yeah.
And Riverside is a good team. I mean, it didn't show all that much in their record, just because transition of a new head coach and whatnot, but it showed that Fullerton's defense was for real, and their offense was for real, but their defense didn't answer the call at times. So I think for Fullerton, winning that game was kind of a good stamp of approval for the season. And then for Riverside, they'll be back on the big stage. I'm sure they'll have their moment in the sun again, and they'll probably be back in a state championship soon.
They will. rough go, man. Just it's a rough season. It really was. But at the end of the
At
day,
least you all made a bowl game. OCC, I'll tell it to you like it is. OCC didn't even win a game this year. So
oh,
the
they
last time I got to see a bowl game from OCC was 2015, which they lost the Pirate Bowl to Ventura.
which is cool because they're both Pirates. But the Pirate Bowl. But Teran, that's a killer, man. That's a killer. Poor OCC. They went 0 for this year, man. Ouch. Zero games won. That's rough, man. But it's okay. There's always next season. That just really sucks. But look at SBBC, San Bernardino Valley College. They didn't have a season last year, and they bounced back, and they're doing pretty good this year. They did pretty good. So, you never know. Again, hopefully that rebuild isn't like the Raiders rebuild. But oh no, they are Pirates too, Teran. Oh no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But yeah, man. So, all right, guys. Well, with that said, we can go on and get on to some more here. Let's see. Let's go ahead and move it forward into some more. So those were just the bowl games from this week. But 3C2A action, man. We got some more coming up today, man. Feather River taking on De Anza. This is the American Division title game. The stage is set. Unbeaten De Anza 10-0 puts perfection on the line against a high-powered Feather River 9-1 in the American Division Championship. Expect fireworks as two of the elite offenses collide for the crown here. We got the NorCal Bowl games going on and SoCal Bowl games and playoffs. There's so much to read here, guys. This is going on. So San Joaquin Delta versus Siskiyous. This is the Northern California Bowl. The NorCal Bowl brings together two Grid Each squads as San Joaquin Delta travels north to face Siskiyous. Expect physical football on this one. This is going to be a really fun one there. Foothill versus Sequoias. This is the Pepsi Sequoia Bowl. And it's going to be a fun one. Foothill versus Sequoias in Visalia. Both teams come to battle. They have been battle tested, and they're ready to close out the season with some hardware. Who will win it? We'll find out. And then, of course, we got the playoffs here in the north. Fresno City versus San Francisco, the NorCal quarterfinal. A massive NorCal showdown here. Fresno heads up to the Bay to take on San Francisco. The Rams defense versus Fresno's explosive offense. Who will punch their ticket to the semis? We'll find out. And then Butte versus Diablo Valley. Diablo Valley has been the sleeper all season long, Teran, and they're not so sleepy anymore. The Giant is this team, the cat is out of the bag. Diablo Valley is officially a superpower in the north right now. Another heavyweight NorCal clash as Butte travels to Diablo Valley. Both teams are 8-2 and built for playoff football, man. Expect trenches, turnovers, and toughness. And let's go on to the south now. Coalinga and Los Medanos. This is kind of Central Valley, but Golden West. This is the Golden State Bowl. So high-powered offensive battle awaits in this one. Who will win Golden State Bowl glory? Pasadena, now this is the South, versus Citrus in the Gold. And they have another Golden State Bowl, I guess. So two strong SoCal programs collide. Going to be fun here. That's going to be a fun one. The Lancers and the Owls. I like this one, man. Pasadena and Citrus in the bowl showdown here. Talented teams here. Grossmont down in San Diego versus West LA in the Beach Bowl. Hey, we won this one with RCC when I was there. Grossmont takes on a surging West LA squad in the Beach Bowl. That's going to be a lot of fun. American River. This is not in the South. This is the North. I put this in the wrong place. Sorry, guys. But American River taking on Monterey Peninsula in the Gridiron Classic Bowl. Back up north. This is be a really fun game as well. And then Moore Park versus Southwestern. Oh, rough year for Southwestern. I thought they were going to go to the freaking playoffs, Teran. I really did. There was a part of me this year who thought they were really going the Jaguars, but they're getting a nice little consolation prize here, taking on Moore Park. Defensive-minded Moore Park visits high-octane Southwestern, the Patriotic Bowl. And then, of course, we have the Southern playoffs here as opposed to the Northern playoffs. We have the Cerritos taking on Ventura first round. So a monster SoCal matchup, man. Cerritos taking on Ventura. With both teams ranked, chasing a semifinal berth. Awesome stuff there. And then obviously El Camino taking on Mount San Antonio, Mount Sac. Oh, this is going to be fun. Two giants in SoCal colliding under the lights. We're going to have some weather today for sure, I think, down here. Winner moves on. Loser goes home. Classic SoCal playoff drama. And then one last little bowl game, the Western State Bowl, Teran. We have San Bernardino Valley didn't have a football team last year. So I'm saying keep your hopes up for OCC. And now San Bernardino Valley is going to be playing Antelope Valley, who's also gotten a lot better over the years. In the Western State Bowl, man, San Bernardino Valley travels to Antelope Valley for a bowl showdown between two physical, well-coached squads. This one could be sneaky electric. Teran, there's a lot of good football, man, here in SoCal this week.
Absolutely. You talk about San Bernardino Valley really turning it around. Antelope Valley has also been flying under the radar. They're not really known too much for football, but the fact that they are in a bowl game is quite amazing. And then another team that's really turned it around is Grossmont. I think 2 years ago they went 0-10, and then I think last year they went 1-9. But now they're 9-1 this year, which is absolutely astounding. And Grossmont I remember Grossmont used to be a really, really good team, and then I guess they kind of fell off because of like new coach and new regime and whatnot. And a lot of teams go through like different rebuilds and reloads and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But Grossmont being back in a bowl game is quite amazing, if you ask me. So you're right. There is a lot of good football happening, not just in the playoffs, but in terms of like bowling as well.
This is exciting, man. So okay, up north, who are you taking for the playoff?
Oh man,
I know.
I'll take Fresno City. I'll take Fresno City, and then I'll also take Diablo Valley. Diablo Valley will be a close one. I think Fresno City will surge in the second half.
That's a hard one for me. I like the Rams of San Francisco, but I think Fresno City has really proven themselves, man. And you know what? The one thing that keeps me with this is hard. The one thing that's going to keep me with San Francisco, I'm going to take them, is the fact that they knocked off San Mateo this year. I don't know. That was wrong. That was rough. But yeah, I gotta go. I'm gonna go with Frisco. But I'm gonna also go with Diablo Valley. I think that's gonna be huge. And then okay, so that's up north. So we're going opposite in one and then picking the same for the other. And then down
left
south.
To right. Yes.
Left to right. Who are we taking?
We're SoCal region.
SoCal region. It's both games. Who you like?
Well,
I know this is hard.
Yeah. I think Ventura wins, and here's why. I think travel, you got to take into consideration travel, and unless Cerritos is already in Ventura, they're already practicing in Ventura, I think Ventura is still the better team just because I think last week didn't really show who they truly were, and Ventura knows that it's now win or go home. So I think they got the ugly game out of the way, and now they can only go up from here. And then Mount Sac, El Camino, look, as good as El Camino is, I think Mount Sac is starting to play some of its best ball, and that win over Ventura really kind of surged them. I think that is the type of win that pretty much can vault a team back on the up and up. And you got to remember that Mount Sac, they're still the SoCal Regional Champion from last year. If I'm not, they're still the SoCal Regional Champion from last year. So until they're still champs until further notice. And I think Mount Sac is going to prove that example over El Camino.
This is a hard one, dude. This is a very hard one for me. I like Cerritos. I think Cerritos they've played good football this year. They really have. But you're right. I think Ventura, there's going to be too much for them, and especially that drive too. It's a long drive, about an hour and a half up north from Cerritos. So Ventura. So I don't know, dude. I think it's going to be a lot, especially on a bus. It should be a great game. I don't know if it's going to be wet up there. There's going to be a good game today. Doritos taking on Ventura. But yeah, I'm going to take Ventura, the Pirates there. And as much as I would love to see the Warriors pull off this, because even though they are two superpowers going head to head, I feel like Mount Sac is just a little bit bigger of the giant. And you're right. Teran's shaking his head. I can't pick against Mount Sac right now. If they lose, oh my gosh, dude, everything is on its head already, which is crazy. You know, but again, don't forget who's still alive in this thing. Up north, you got San Mateo. They're still waiting. They're still waiting up north. For them, and it's exciting. You know, so you got San Mateo up north who awaits, and you also got Modesto, who awaits one of these winners from up north. And then down here, you still got Saddleback, the Bobcats, and Golden West. So, I mean, those are the two teams who are awaiting next week the winners of these games. So this is crazy, man. We're gonna have some fun in the 3C2A. But all right, Teran. Well, there you have it, man. Let's go ahead and unless you want to have anything else, move on to the NJCAA.
We are ready to move on to the NJCAA. I think I've spoken my bit. I mentioned the Grossmont turnaround, the San Bernardino Valley turnaround, and the Antelope Valley rise to power.
You did some great stuff there. Good work, good sir. Good work. So let's move it on now. Whoops. Where's my little thing up? Moving on over now to the NJCAA. And well, Teran, there's not a lot to say here. To me, is only a few things to talk about in the NJCAA today, man. Not a whole bunch. And those few things are as follows. Number one thing, the SWJCFC. Oh my gosh, say that 3 times fast. SWJCFC Championship.
There's too many letters in that whole thing.
Cut it down. Like, oh my gosh. Like,
we can't even make a word out of that. This is like NJCAA. This isn't Scrabble.
This is bad, right? Like, seriously. Number 3, Tyler out of Texas, taking on number 11, Northeastern Oklahoma A&M. It's a championship time in Tyler, man. The number 3 Tyler Junior College Apaches put their perfect season on the line against surging number 11 Northeastern Oklahoma A&M in the SWJCFC final. Who will take the crown, Teran, in Christus Trinity Mother Francis Rose Stadium? Who are you taking?
Well, first and foremost, why can't we shorten these names down? Like, why can't we just call it the Rose Stadium? Anyway, I'll take Tyler in this one. I think Tyler is still playing its best ball. Nothing against Northeastern Oklahoma, but I feel Tyler is on a heater right now, and they're not going to be slowing down for anybody.
Oh, dude. I'm totally with you. I think this team they're on one right now. Tyler's going to win this thing, but I expect a really good game. But regardless, Tyler, I don't think anybody's slowing the day. Again, they're still fighting, man. Iowa Western falls today, which I don't think they are, but that's the next game. Number 2, Iowa Western taking on Highland. This is KJ3C versus the ICCAC crossover right here. Number 2, Iowa Western, the Reavers, look to finish their regular season strong with another statement as they host Highland at Titan Stadium. The IWCC is good old Iowa Western is charging towards another playoff berth. Can Highland shock the nation? Teran, can Highland shock the nation?
They can, but Iowa Western, I think, is playing for something.
Yeah.
I mean, both of these teams are playing for something, and I think Iowa Western is still the better team. I think it's going to be a close one, but I think Iowa Western inches this one out in the last few plays or the last few drives of the game.
No, I agree. That's actually pretty good too. I like how you put that, and you painted a picture for us, Teran. This is no other. There's no other way to say this, but the Reavers are just too damn good. And if Highland defeats them, oh my gosh. Well, number one thing, the biggest Highland fans in the country right now is Tyler. Tyler is hoping because the moment the Reavers fall, the Apaches are going right up. You know this. And they will be taking on Hutchinson in the championship. If Hutchinson wins today, which we'll get into that game right now, as a matter of fact. So Iowa Western, though, we're both taking them for sure to win today. Number 1, Hutchinson versus number 14, Garden City. Jayhawk heavyweight battle. The unbeaten number 1 Hutchinson Blue Dragons defend Gowan Stadium against their conference foe, number 14, Garden City, in a classic KJ3C clash. Hutch aiming to stay perfect. Garden City hunting for the upset of the year. And, well, Teran, wouldn't it be nuts if Hutchinson were to lose to Garden City and Iowa Western and Tyler were to both win? Hutchinson could see themselves, after being so dominant this year, could see themselves out of this thing. while the Apaches in the reverse play for the championship, which I don't know if that's going to happen, but I'm just saying, Teran, this is crazy, right? What do you think?
I got Hutchinson winning. I
Yeah.
think Garden City can make it close, but I think Hutchinson overall should be the better team. And I feel they could win by more than 2 scores. But I expect a good game regardless. I think Garden City can make it a game, but I feel Hutchinson is just too. They check off most of the boxes when you compare the two.
No, I agree. This is crazy. Again, this is some dominant teams around the country, man. Hutchinson, of course, out of Kansas. We have Iowa Western, obviously, out of St. Council Bluffs, Iowa, and then Tyler out of Texas, obviously. So these real good teams here in the NJCAA, man, going head to head. Let's go ahead and like I said, let's see what happens this year. And then of course we have one more, number 10 Butler at number 8 Iowa Central, top 10 collision. So huge top 10 showdown in Fort Dodge. The number 8 Iowa Central Tritons host the tough number 10 Butler Community College Grizzlies in a postseason positioning battle. Both teams fighting for bowl seeding and ranking stability. Who gets it done, Teran?
Oh man, I mean, didn't Butler play Iowa Western close?
Yes.
You know what? Screw it. I'll take Butler to win this one.
You think they're going to do it?
Butler is ranked below Iowa Central, but I think Butler gets it done. I think they taught us that even though Butler may not be the flashiest team, they're not on the level of Hutchinson and Iowa Western. Mm-hmm. They're at least starting to climb, and I think they pull off the upset over Iowa Central.
Big words there from Teran, man. If they pull it off, I'm still going to take the Tritons in this one, but oh my gosh, Teran, if they were to pull that off, that'd be
fair.
Something. This should be a good game. If the Tritons don't win this, they don't deserve anything. I mean, Teran, we've seen them up and down and all around, and this is really my last hoorah for these guys. If they don't win this thing, I'm not going to trust them anymore until I see some more winning. But these guys, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But should be a great game there, good sir. And there you have it. So that's all for the NJCAA, Teran, unless you got anything else to add.
I think that's pretty much it. We're starting to close in on the last few weeks of the season. I think after this, we only have 2 more weeks. We're now in postseason mode where if you win, you advance. But if you lose, the journey is over.
That's it.
At least for that season, of course.
Yep, and then it goes all back to off season. This is it. Now we continue. We look for the build. We keep on building or rebuilding or whatever you're doing. So that's it for the NJCAA. Turn. Let's drift on over now to the NCAA Division III, man. And here it comes. The Division III playoff is here. Teran, you got the bracket up on the screen. I'm going to pull my bracket up right now. NCAA.com, man, where you find this awesome bracket under football. And, of course, Division III. It's up, you guys. It's up, and it's ready to go, man. We have ourselves some brackets to talk about now, some bracketology, if you will. Division III, Division II, and the NAIA, which is not the NCAA, but they have their own bracket. Of course, we'll talk about it in a little bit. They have all been released, and they're all ready to start. Actually, they're getting underway. Some of them already got underway about a half an hour ago. So let's go ahead and get on into the brackets here and talk about this. So, all right, Teran, bracket time for Division III. Okay, well, let's go ahead and talk about this. Top left-hand corner, you have Muhlenberg versus Union, New York. The winner of that will take on Mount Union. And then this is this week already. Okay, second round is already in place. John Carroll versus Randolph-Macon and Trinity, Texas taking on Hardin-Simmons. But bottom left in that top left bracket, we have LaGrange taking on Framingham. And that the winner takes on Barry. Top left, or actually, let's go bottom left bracket. So now we have Hanover taking on Grove City. The winner will go take on number 1 in the whole country, North Central Illinois. And then we have Hope versus Wisconsin La Crosse there. And then underneath them, we have Wisconsin Platteville taking on Alma. And then on the far, that's the second round, though. And then Bethel awaits the winner of today's game, Concordia, Wisconsin, taking on Co. So there you go. So today, top left-hand bracket, we have Muhlenberg versus Union, New York, and LaGrange versus Framingham State. And then bottom left, Hanover versus Grove City, and Concordia versus Co. Then on the top right, at least today's games. We have Wheaton, Illinois taking on Crown, Minnesota, and Whitworth taking on Chapman, which is pretty cool. Chapman won the SIAC, so they'll be taking on Whitworth from up in Washington State. And how it goes is Wheaton versus Crown will take on the winner of that will go take on Wartburg. And Whitworth versus Chapman, the winner will go take on Wisconsin River Falls. And then that's next week. And then the games that are in place for next week already in that bracket, Wisconsin Whitewater versus DePauw, and St. John's taking on Monmouth, Illinois. And then bottom right, we have Susquehanna taking on Washington and Jefferson. That game's already underway. And Springfield versus Cortland. So Susquehanna and Washington Jefferson, the winner will take on Christopher Newport next week. And Johns Hopkins awaits the winner of Springfield and Cortland next week. And then the two games to add for next week in that same exact bracket, same exact round. Franklin, Marshall versus Eastern, and Salisbury versus Endicott. Teran, the bracket is here. What do you think?
It's a 20-team bracket, which I think is pretty unique. So it goes 8 teams are playing in the first round, and then eventually those teams it goes that the 4 teams advance to the round of 16, which I think is pretty interesting, and then it goes semifinals, and then it goes quarterfinals, then semifinals, and then championship. So that's really a fascinating concept, and I only wish that the FBS would follow suit, but this is rather quite the fascinating bracket, and it just goes to show that home field advantage does matter. So if you're a top 4 seed and you have a bye and you know your opponent, you don't know your opponent, you're probably in a really good position, just because you're going to be getting you're probably going to get a team that you're probably going to roll. So, like, for example, Mount Union, Wartburg, Barry, and Wisconsin River Falls are all in good positions just because they don't know their opponent. Whereas Wisconsin Whitewater, DePauw, St. John's, Monmouth, Trinity, Hardin-Simmons, and John Carroll, Randolph-Mason, they all know their opponents because they're kind of seated so close to one another. So that's kind of the reason why this whole bracket is 20 teams. So I've never seen a 20-team bracket in terms of like any sport, but NCAA Division III does it pretty unique, if you ask me.
They do, which is pretty cool, man. I like that. So again, just talk about the quadrants, man. Top quadrant left. This is going to be fun, man. Muhlenberg taking on Union, New York. This is the battle of explosive offenses and tough fronts, man. Winner gets a shot at number 2, Mount Union. Again, this is another one, LaGrange and Farmington State. Man, this is a clash of contrasting styles, really. So winner moves on to take on Barry. I mean, again, it's playoff time, and Wheaton's doing their thing, man, taking on Crown. The winner takes on Wartburg. We already talked about all this, but again, I just wanted to recap for those of you who are just tuning in. Man, we're getting a lot of people tuning in right now, so thank you all for tuning in. Whitworth taking on Chapman. This is going to be a fun one, man. Winner goes on to take River Falls. So yeah, I love it, Teran. You're right. This concept is pretty cool, man. I think this would be really fun to see with the Division I teams.
Without a doubt, and I've never seen a concept like this. So, you want me to make my picks for this?
Oh, we're gonna make our picks right now. Yeah, for sure. I just wanted to let them tell you, but we've got an abundance, over 500 people around now tuning in. So we appreciate you all so very much for being here and jumping on in here. I guess a lot of you are really into some Division III, so I like that, man. So also we got some comments, man. What's going on to our boy, Mr. Marcus Lowe's? Great. Let's hope we get Oregon today, man. I'd love that. Fight on SC. So let's see, man. So yeah, Teran. I mean, let's see how it goes. But yeah, quadrant 3. We talked about, Hanover and Grove City. The winner gets number 1 next week. North Central, Concordia, Wisconsin. Sneaky good first round battle, man. Concordia, Washington versus number 24, Co. The winner takes on number 4, Bethel. I mean, this is going to be really cool. I'm telling you, we have ourselves a really good quadrant 4. Susquehanna, Washington, Jefferson, Springfield, Cortland. The winner gets a crack at number 8, Johns Hopkins. Let's do it, Teran. Let's make our picks, man, at least for this week right now. So top left, Muhlenberg, Union. Union's actually up 14-7 right now over Muhlenberg. But that doesn't say anything because the Mules are a strong team and they can come back like that. So who do you think?
I'll take Union. I want to see the battle of Mount Union, the battle of the unions.
The unions are going to war, Teran, and this time it's not in the workplace. Okay, sorry. So that'll be fun. So, all right, Teran, I'm gonna go with Muhlenberg. I think they'll come back and win this thing. Next up, bottom bracket: LaGrange and Framingham State. I'm sorry.
By the way, I should make a correction on this. It's not a 20-team bracket. It's actually a 40-team bracket in this Division III football realm, which I think is pretty cool. So I was off by half, so forgot to multiply everything by 2. But anyway, I'll take Framingham State.
I think so too. I think they're just a little bit better. Solid team this year. I'm gonna go with those guys. So okay, now we're gonna move it on over into the bottom left. Hanover versus Grove City. Who takes on number 1 next week, North Central?
I'll take Grove City in a close one.
Yeah. Grove City, of course, being a team who's been so close yet so far over the years. It's nothing against Hanover. I just think that they're the better football team. And then next week, obviously, oh boy. Next week, whoever wins this one's going to be in some trouble because they're taking on number 1 in the land, but you never know what can happen.
It's the Wario meme. I've won, but at what cost?
It's so true because, well, here we go. But we'll see. We'll see. You never know what can happen, man. So crazy stuff here. Got to love it. So we're both taking Grove City. And then bottom left, Concordia, Wisconsin, taking on number 24 in the land. What do you think? Who is going to go on to take on Bethel, Minnesota?
I'll take Concordia, Wisconsin in a tight one.
Yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be a fun one. I would really like that. I mean, realistically, I don't know. It kind of sucks. I feel like these little teams are kind of like the teams that play in March Madness, the first 4, Like, probably going to get demolished in the first round. But, hey, let's see if it does happen or if it doesn't. We'll see. Top right bracket. Wheaton, Illinois, taking on Crown, Minnesota. Winner takes on Wartburg, the mighty Wartburg.
In honor of the Chicago Bears just barely beating the Minnesota Vikings, I'll take Wheaton over Crown in a close one.
I love it. Yeah, I think. Wait, not Wheaton, not Wheaton. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, Wheaton. I'm sorry. Duh. I was thinking Wartburg. I'm sorry. I'm gonna take Wheaton too. I think Wheaton's a little bit of a better football team. This is gonna be exciting to watch. I'm totally with it, man. So Wheaton it is. Let's see who else. Whitworth versus Chapman, a game that I played against Whitworth. All right, years ago, and good team. But I will tell you right now, Teran, this team here, this little Chapman team, well, they knocked off Hardin Simmons this year, which is crazy. So, I don't know, Teran, what do you think? Do you think that they can get it done? Because, again, the winner of this one, they go to take on Wisconsin River Falls. And I think you and I have spent many seasons talking about how dangerous these Wisconsin football teams are. Again, I like that. I won, but at what cost? Hey, you never know what can happen. But
yeah, I mean, if this game were in Orange, if this game were at Chapman, I would totally take Chapman. But I think Whitworth is going to get the job done. Look, I love me some Chapman, but I just think Whitworth will just probably inch out the win.
Yeah, I want to take him too. SoCal team here. Played the SIAC before, and I will tell you, I like Chapman's a good school, but I will say, bummer for these guys, man. I want to take Chapman. You know what, Teran? They're gonna lose, but I'm gonna take Chapman.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's see what happens. I mean, screw it, right?
Prove me wrong, Chapman.
Right? I want to see it. This is Teran's very own Orange County he's going against right now, okay? So let's see. But I don't know. I believe in these guys. They knocked off Hardin Simmons this year. I think they can take it to Whitworth, man. Good fight. This will be a good game here. So, okay. Next up, here we have bottom right bracket, Susquehanna, currently 7-7, taking on Jefferson, Washington and Jefferson. Actually, touchdown, Washington and Jefferson. They just went up right now by a touchdown. The winner takes on Christopher Newport next week. Who are you taking?
Susquehanna. Even though Washington and Jefferson just scored, I'll take Susquehanna.
I think so too. I think they're a good school. This is a solid school. They've Susquehanna's been solid for years, man. And again, they've been in this tournament before. I think they've been battle tested this year. I think they can make it happen. So let's see what happens. Let's see how this one goes. And let's go. I'm going to go Susquehanna as well. Take on Christopher Newport. And then bottom right, Springfield taking on Cortland. SUNY Cortland, the champion from 2 years ago. They just scored right now, 7-0 actually, over Springfield. Who are you taking?
I'll take Cortland to win this one.
Good one. Good game. Good deal. I think that'll be good. I think so too. Cortland's solid. This is by the way, this is a New York versus Massachusetts battle. Gotta love Boston, New York kind of stuff, right? Those two states love to hate each other in sports, so fun stuff there. So okay, there we go, Teran. There's our brackets for Division 3. And let's just go ahead and whoopsies. If we have nothing else, move it on to Division 2. Hey, Division 2 bracket is set. Some games are currently underway right now. And let's get over to them right now. So, all right, Teran. Here we go. Division 2 bracket all set up. And whoops. And here we go. All right. So, top left, we have Kutztown. Number 1, Kutztown. Well, this is the seeding. So, Kutztown versus Bentley. Indiana, Pennsylvania versus Assumption. John C. Smith versus Frostburg State. And Virginia Union taking on California University of Pennsylvania. So again, this is Super Region 1. Kutztown versus Bentley. The Kutztown Bears. Golden Bears look to open the season. Looking to stay perfect as they host Bentley, the Falcons, a squad that's ready to play spoiler. Indiana, out of Indiana, PA, taking on Assumption, a classic SR1 battle as IUP Crimson Hawks, man, taking on the surging Assumption Greyhounds here. John C. Smith versus Frostburg State. Breakout season for Johnson C. Smith Golden Bulls. They meet a gritty postseason vets, really, in the Frostburg State Bobcats. So JCSU is actually 10-0. Can they keep the magic alive right now? Johnson C. Smith. And then Virginia Union taking on California, Pennsylvania. Virginia Union Panthers look to bounce back after they face the always tough Cal U Vulcans. This should be a really fun game, man, in Richmond. So what do you think? Oh, there's Teran. Okay, I was like, where'd Teran go?
Sorry. Little trouble with the camera. I mean, my phone picked a really bad day to glitch out on me, but looking at this Division 2 bracket, it's some fun bracket times right there. But I hate to have to look on the scoreboard, but I'm taking Kutztown.
You're taking Kutztown. All right. Well, he looked at the scoreboard, ladies and gentlemen. It's currently 7.
I'm sorry. I'm a cheater. Cheater, pumpkin eater.
They're taking it to Bentley right now. It's 16-0. So I don't know if the extra point's pending or not. That was a field goal, but yeah, I'm pretty sure they're going to. So yeah, Kutztown. Okay, so next one, who are you taking? Next down.
Indiana Assumption. I'm going to take the assumption that Indiana wins.
I'm going to assume that Indiana wins too. Yeah, rough go for Assumption. I think they're a good school, but I'm going to take Indiana. Johnson C. Smith, does the miracle season continue, or does Frostburg State, who has been in and around this playoffs for a while now in the last couple of years, do they keep it going?
I'll take Frostburg.
You know what, Teran? I'm going to keep the dream alive. I'm going to go with Johnson C. Smith. I think they can do it. Let's see what these guys can do. I would love to see this team move forward. In the last game, Virginia Union, Cal, what do you think?
Oh, man, this one's a tough one.
That's a hard one, dude. I know.
I'll take Virginia Union.
I want to take Virginia. I want to take the Vulcans so bad, but I just think Virginia Union's better. So I'm going to go with Virginia Union as well. All right. So the next one down, Region 2. Let's see. Let's go across. Let's go across now. We went downwards the first time. So next one we have Region 2, Ferris State, obviously, versus Northwood, the reigning powerhouse, reigning champions. Ferris State Bulldogs often play action. Yeah, very play action school versus the dangerous Northwood Timberwolves. Ferris is unbeaten. Can Northwood shock the nation, Teran?
No, Ferris State wins.
Damn. It wasn't even like a build-up or no. It was a no. That's what it was. It was a no. But yeah, I'm going to go with you too, man. I hate to say it. Poor Timberwolves. Yeah, no. I'm going to go Ferris State. Ashland versus Minnesota Duluth. Huge matchup here. Ashland collide with the red-hot Minnesota Duluth Bulldogs. Two teams built on toughness and elite defense. Smash-mouth football incoming. What do you think, man? Bulldogs? Eagles? Who are you taking?
I'll take Minnesota Duluth in this one.
That's fair. That's fair. I think that's actually pretty strong. Yeah, I'm going to go Duluth too. That should be a good football game, but man, that's going to be good. Then we have Findlay taking on Minnesota State. So the undefeated Findlay Oilers get a massive test from playoff regulars. Minnesota State. What are you thinking?
Findlay, but it'll be closer than expected.
I agree with that for sure. All righty. And then, of course, moving on in to, let's see here. Whoopsies. Findlay. Sorry. And then we have Minnesota State. Okay. University of Indianapolis, of course, taking on Truman State. The Greyhounds, hot and disciplined, well coached. Truman State Bulldogs in a matchup that screams fourth quarter finish. Who are you taking?
I will take, what's their name? Indy in a close one. Truman State will keep it close, but I think Indy wins it.
I agree. That's a good one right there. Okay, so good score. Okay, now that's the whole top left end, right? Let's go back down to bottom left. Albany, Georgia taking on Valdosta State. So the rising Albany State Golden Rams playoff royalty here in Valdosta State Blazers, man. Massive SR3 showdown with upset potential. Who are you taking?
I'll take Albany State. I think Albany State, you said they're rising. As good as Valdosta State is, I think Albany State keeps it going.
Yeah, I think so too. Maybe not. You know what? I'm gonna let's play devil's advocate. I'm gonna go with with good old Valdosta, man. Let's see what these guys can do today. I like
that. Was a tough one to predict. I think it's gonna be a close one.
I think so too. This will be a fun game. I am so ready for this game. So okay, so we have that one, and then of course, let's see what else do we got here. Move on to whoops, I lost my place. There we go. Okay, Wingate versus Benedict. After a big climb into the top 20, the Wingate Bulldogs take on powerful Benedict. Okay, here in a heavyweight defensive battle, low scoring, maybe intense, absolutely. Yes, what do you think?
I'll take Wingate in this one.
Wingate, good stuff here. Yeah, I think so as well. And then West Florida versus North Greenville, the explosive West Florida Argonauts kick off another playoff run versus resilient North Greenville Crusaders. Who you got?
Give me West Florida.
I'm going to go West Florida too. And then Newberry taking on Kentucky State. Newberry Wolves bring their 9-1 record into a dangerous matchup with Kentucky State. The Thoroughbreds. What do you think?
I'll take Newberry.
I think that one as well. And then, of course, the Region 4, Harding, number 1 overall over there. Champs a couple years ago, taking on Northwest Missouri State. Two Titans, clearly two Titans here. Collide early, unbeaten. Harding Bisons face legendary playoff force, Northwest Missouri State Bearcats. They just lost the division. Well, they just lost their conference actually to Pittsburgh State. So, which we'll talk about them next. So, what do you think, man? This may be a really fun early round for this one. This is actually a really good game in round 1.
I will pick Harding to win this one.
I think so too. Harding sounds good. Okay, and then of course we have here Pittsburgh State versus Chadron. Chadron State. The Pittsburgh State Gorillas take on the scrappy Chadron State Eagles after both finished the regular season strong. What do you think?
Well, after what Pittsburgh State did last week, I can't imagine I can't imagine them losing. My only fear for them is that they have a letdown spot from last week, but I'll take Pittsburgh State to win this one.
Yep, I'm with you, man. Totally Pittsburgh State. Let's go. With this one, Central Washington, Western Colorado. We have SR4 gets ready, man, for as the elite Central Washington Wildcats. I don't know why I thought they were the Eagles. Take on Western Colorado Mountaineers, a rematch with serious postseason stakes. Who are you taking?
Central Washington.
Yeah, I'm going to go Central Washington as well. I think they're pretty solid here. And then, of course, Colorado State Pueblo taking on UT Permian Basin. The surging Colorado State Pueblo Thunderwolves take on, they host a very high-powered UTPB Falcons team, man. And offense could absolutely explode. This could be 100 to 100. What do you think?
I'm going to shock the world and say UT Permian Basin pulls the upset.
Teran's going with the upset. I'm going with Pueblo. This is going to be fun, man. And there is the Division II bracket. Teran, this is going to be a lot of fun, dude.
Yeah, it's really going to be fun. I think it's going to be a barn burner, and it's going to be so exciting that my phone is continuing to glitch out. I'm sorry, everybody.
Teran, it's okay. It can't take all the football. It's just a lot of action. A lot of football action for us, man. So great stuff there. Let's keep it going and just keep pushing with all this fun football, man. So, okay, well, there we are, all finished now with Division II. Let's just keep rolling into the NAIA. The NAIA, much smaller bracket, only 16 teams. And we're talking about, talking about these schools going head-to-head here as I pull up the bracket. And there it is. All right, so number 18, Evangel, taking on number 16, St. Francis, Indiana. So it's go time in Fort Wayne, man. Go time in Fort Wayne. Number 18, Evangel Valor, roll in with an 87% red zone scoring rate, man. But number 16, St. Francis Cougars counter with one of the NAIA's top passing attacks led by quarterback Joshua Kulka. Who survives and advances?
Well, I looked at the scoreboard again. Look. I gotta go with Evangel. I mean, it's so tempting to pick St. Francis just because they're home, but I think Evangel looks like the better team. So there.
Yeah, I think they're going to win this one. They already started winning. So there you go. We have here number 20, Texas Wesleyan versus number 13, William and Penn. So number 13, William Penn Statesman return to the post office. The post office. They return to the post office there. They return to the postseason. They return to the postseason for the first time since 2012, man. Behind superstar running back Destin Loring, 1,500 yards and 25 touchdowns this year, man. But number 20, Texas Wesleyan Rams, they bring 24 takeaways in elite special teams, man. Strength versus opportunism. What do you think?
Give me William Penn.
Me too. Me too. That's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to seeing this game. Hopefully we can find it. But yeah, man, it'd be a great game. Number 19, Reinhardt, taking on number 15, Southeastern. So number 19, Reinhardt flies into victory field, averaging 41.4 points per game with the NAIA's number 3 rushing attack. But number 15, Southeastern Fire are nearly unbeatable at home and elite in red zone. This is crazy. 45 of 50 times scoring. This one's a war in Florida. That's crazy.
Man, this is the battle of the South here. I'm going to take Reinhardt to win. I think their defense can get the job done. It'll be close, though. I think this one is going to come down to the final few plays, if not the last few drives.
No, I'm totally with you, man. This is going to be nuts. I'm looking forward to this one here. So let's see how it goes and roll on into the next game here in the NAIA. So next up we have number 17, and this is actually it. Number 17, St. Thomas Florida taking on number 14, Carroll of Montana. East meets West. So number 17, St. Thomas Bobcats bring 41.2 points per game offense all the way to Montana to face number 14, the Carroll Saints, owners of one of the NAIA's toughest defensive. Playoff tradition versus rising firepower. What do you think?
Give me playoff tradition. I think St. Thomas's experience in the postseason will be enough.
I think so too. So good games there, man. We're gonna find out. The Carroll Saints, man, 6-time Nashville champs though. Open the postseason home versus number 17, dangerous St. Thomas. But I don't know. Led by Keely Watson, 25 touchdowns again. It's crazy stuff, man. Huge stakes in Helena. But yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go with St. Thomas. So we should see here how it goes. Let's go. Let's see how it goes, and we'll have some fun moving forward in this playoff bracket here. And let's keep pushing, man. We're now into the FCS, and Teran, the playoffs are now over because they haven't started yet here. So enough playoff talk. Unfortunately, it's been fun, but let's get on over now into the good old FCS and talk about some stuff that we got going on today. It's not a lot. Let me go ahead and switch it up. There we go. Switched up. And, I guess today there's one game that I want to save till last. That's the big monster, of course. But we have some cupcakes in the building. Number 6 Mercer is going to be taking on Auburn. Yeah, an FBS team. That's wonderful. Number 22, South Dakota State taking on number 16 North Dakota. It's the bubble heater. Let's see how that one goes. Winner boosts a seed case for sure. Number 10 Harvard. Oh my gosh, taking number 25 Yale. Ivy League matchup right there. Title stakes are on the line here. Undefeated Crimson versus formidably efficient Bulldogs here. Lamar, number 19 Lamar taking on number 13 SFA. That should be another fun game there. Number 4 Lehigh taking on number 24 Lafayette. It's a rivalry. It's the 101st meeting between these two. Harvard, Yale. Well, we already talked about Yale already. That's going to be a fun one. But anyway, so Teran, there's some other ones here. Monmouth and Albany and Rhode Island, Hampton, but nothing really ranked. A game, I guess I think, no, never mind. That one sucks too. UC Davis, Sacramento State, classic heavyweight battle right there between these two in California. A little fun NorCal battle right there. Illinois State versus number 11 Illinois State taking on Southern Illinois. They're both 8-3, if I'm not mistaken. Or something like that. They're both high up. So solid games there. But Abilene Christian in Central Arkansas, I guess. But of course, the games this week, I got to zone in on, like I said, Harvard, Yale, Lehigh, Lafayette, and then the last one, I think you already know what it is. But before we get to that last game, Teran, your thoughts on any of these games, the other games you wanted to mention?
So there's actually Mercer Auburn, and I wouldn't be surprised with how Auburn has been so. I would say maybe Mercer can beat Auburn. It sounds crazy. You're probably going to look at me saying, Teran, why are you picking against? Why are you saying that? This is SEC against an FCS team. Auburn is fighting for its life. Mercer is playing with house money, even though they're on the road. I could see Mercer possibly giving a scare with Auburn. With how inconsistent Auburn is, don't be surprised if Auburn plays with their food and almost loses. But, Auburn, if they want to go bowling, they got to win out. And we already know who their game is next week.
Oh, yeah. And that is going to be crazy. So, I don't know, dude. Do you think Mercer can pull it off?
I give them a decent chance. If Auburn plays like they have been playing, then I think Auburn can lose. But Mercer has a shot.
I agree. Okay, well, let's go with that. I like that. I think that'd be really fun. And let's see what happens, man. Let's see what freaking happens. So I'm going to go. Oh, my gosh. I think Auburn will win. But let's both freaking pick Mercer. I'm down.
All right, let's do it. Give me Mercer.
Let's do it. Let's go Mercer, man. So
let's see some chaos.
I love it, dude. So what do you think? Any of the other games intrigue you a little bit? How about that oh my gosh, dude, the freaking Harvard Yale game?
Yeah, Yale is taking it to Harvard.
They are. That's something right there, man. So that's a fun one. But of course, the big game right now, we can't waste any more time because I want to get into it already, man. It is one of the funnest games you will ever see in the FCS. It has such a cool name. I love the name. The Brawl of the Wild, of course, for the first time ever. Both teams enter the rivalry ranked in the top 3 and both undefeated in the Big Sky. Who is that? Number 3, Montana State, and number 2, Montana, with the Big Sky title on the line. Stakes do not get any higher. The only way this game the only way this game could ever get better coming into it would be as if they were 1 and 2. But they're 2 and 3. So I mean, I'm just saying, Teran, this is a huge game in Missoula. I cannot freaking wait. I mean, here we go. It's ready to rock and roll, man. Who you taking?
Oh, man, this one's going to be a good one. And even though Montana State has 2 losses, again, one of those losses was to Oregon. The other was to South Dakota State, which is starting to look not so good right now. But I will take Montana to win this one. But expect an all-out battle with these two.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. This will be like the game of the day. I don't even care. That game's coming up in about an hour, actually, 11 a.m. Pacific time, 12 p.m. Mountain. So these guys are, oh my gosh, it's going to be such a good game. I mean, look at these freaking stats. Like, oh my gosh, Montana, they're 11 and 0. They're 42 points per game, 457.5. I mean, I guess amazing. I mean, this game is awesome. I mean, if you look at the 16.2 points per game from Montana State, I mean, they look like the underdog, but this is a rivalry game, dude. So throw all that crap out. I mean, this is insane. I'm looking forward to this one, man. It's gonna be fun in about an hour here. So, alrighty. Well, that's pretty much it for the FCS, unless you got anything else. But that was my big dog of the day right there.
Yeah, I think that's it for the FCS.
All right, Darren. Well, then you know what time it is, man. It's time to move on over to the FBS. And, well, this ain't no BS. We got some good games today, man. A couple of them. Not all of them are going to be good. But number 22, Missouri at number 8, Oklahoma. A huge Big 12 clash as Mizzou's physicality meets the Sooners' surging offense. Winner stays in the New Year's 6 hunt. Loser needs to just end their season. I'm just going to say it like that.
Man, this SEC clash is going to be a good one. I got to go with Oklahoma. I don't know how they're number 8 and they have 2 losses, but
I don't know either.
I think one of those wins was against Alabama, which the only concern for Oklahoma is that they have an Auburn hangover, but I got the Sooners winning this one in close fashion.
No, I'm with you. I think Sooners are going to be, I don't know. Mizzou's good, but if the Sooners lose this needs to be it. I agree, Darren. So, alrighty, let's whoopsies. Let's go on in to our next one here. Number 13, Miami at Virginia Tech. Oh yeah, this one looks fun. Okay, I'm just kidding, Darren. I'm gonna say ranked unranked. I just had to mention like that, but obviously that game's gonna get played today. But let's go ahead and roll on into more of the other ranked on ranks coming up today, if we even have any more. Oh my gosh, I don't think we have. We only have like 3 more, if that, of the ranked on ranks. That's crazy. So, all right, Taryn. Well, I guess we should just get into this one because this is gonna be the one for right now. Obviously, this is the game that everyone's gonna be talking about. So we might as well talk about it now, obviously, and that is the game of the week. Big Ten style battle right here. Number 15, USC. Number 7, Oregon. The Trojans bring explosive playmakers like Kyle Lemon into Autzen, while the Ducks try to keep their college football playoff path alive behind elite balance on both sides. Massive stakes, high energy. This is going to be a huge game, Taryn. I can't bear to watch. USC has looked too bad this year. I'm sorry. They're good, but I don't know. So it's going to be hard for me to watch because I don't want to see them lose. I have faith in them, But I don't know, dude. This is hard. What do you think?
The fact that this is a 12:30 p.m. start time is absolutely criminal. That said, I got US. You know what? Forget it. I'm going with USC. This is an all hands on deck game for the Trojans, and they're underdogs. Everyone's going to count them out. But SC, I think, is playing some decent football. If they come out slow in the first half like they did against Iowa last week, I don't see them making a comeback. So it's going to be pretty cold down there as well. It looks like it's going to be 46 according to the AccuWeather, but I think USC stuns the entire world and beats Oregon and keeps their college football playoff hopes alive.
Oh, that's something. You imagine that? Let's go, dude. Hey, again, we're always going to take our Trojans, man. So I'm going to go with these guys. I hope that they win it, but Oregon, dude. Oregon's Oregon, and they're looking to make some things happen today, man. So I really think this is a very good football team, and SC's going to have to pull out everything to win this thing. So let's go Trojans. But definitely going to be a hard-fought game, dude. So let's see. And then, of course, Saturday Night Football on ABC brings back the heat, or at least some heat, I guess. Number 20, Tennessee heads to the swamp to face Florida under the primetime lights. A rivalry built on chaos, comebacks, and unforgettable moments. And both teams need this one badly. So, I don't know, Teran, what do you think, man? Buckle up. Who you got?
Oh, man. I mean, Florida is pretty much playing with house money, but I got to go with Tennessee. If Tennessee wants to have any sort of hope of making the college football playoff, then they got to win this one. I mean, it would be doubtful that they make it, but crazy things have happened. Just give me the Vols, though.
No, I agree. Oh man, I love this game. I think it'd be fun to it'd be a fun game. I just don't think it deserves to be the primetime game. I think the TV deals suck because I really wish this could be SC and Oregon, but still should be a fun game to watch. Obviously, Tennessee all day. If there's an upset in the Swamp tonight, Tennessee needs to just not be in the playoffs. Like, no, you don't need to go anywhere. They deserve
to be in the top 20 if they lose tonight.
Oh man, that'd be crazy. So, oh man, that's gonna be fun, dude. I am so excited. I am so freaking excited for this game. Obviously, like I said, I don't know. I love them both. I just wish SC was up higher. SC and Oregon were up higher where they belong. But and other than that, Teran, I mean, oh my gosh, dude. Like I look at this week, and I don't know. I have to go back, I guess, to go look, but I don't see anything else that's even worth mentioning. I mean, there are some games, I guess.
There's BYU Cincinnati, which isn't too bad of a matchup.
Ohio State destroying Rutgers. I mean, what do? I mean, Syracuse, Notre Dame.
I thought there was one more. Is it Navy playing somebody significant, or is that next week?
I think that might be next week. Yeah, I'm just looking around trying to find something fun here to talk about, but that's it. Those are the only games that are even worth a crap. Like, I mean, yeah, this week is just kind of I mean, there are some fun, like, little under the radar games. Like, I think like number 23 Houston and TCU should be pretty fun. 8-2 versus 6-4 right there, and Pittsburgh. Let's see how they'll do against number 16 Georgia Tech. That'd be fun. It's just crazy seeing Georgia Tech even ranked. That's crazy. I don't know. BYU Cincinnati, like you said, would be kind of fun. But there's just other games where you're just like, yeah, it's kind of a down week. I mean, maybe Kentucky Vanderbilt will be fun. Two states, SEC games, two states that next to each other. I mean, but other than that, I don't know. I mean, Miami's probably going to get a victory today in the ACC because they're playing a horrible Virginia Tech team. So I mean, there's really nothing exciting here, Teran.
I do got to mention one thing. UCLA is playing Washington, and I know that's on NBC, but I think that if there's any game that deserves to be on Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon, it should be that one. and the interesting thing is that could be the last game UCLA plays at the Rose Bowl.
That'd be great.
But you want to know what I think? Great. I think UCLA pulls this one off because Washington stinks on the road.
Dude, can you imagine that? Oh my gosh. Let's see. Let's have it. Let's see what happens. I'm all for it, dude. Let's see. let's see what happens with these guys. But yeah, I don't know. Some of those under the radar games, I guess. I don't know. Let me look really quick. Again, I'm just kind of scrambling to find some games that look fun. That, but yeah, I don't see anything. Washington State and James Madison. Wouldn't that be crazy if they but yeah, other than that, dude, I don't really see much. I mean, but okay. Actually, there is one game that I've been waiting for because they're both kind of blah. One's home. They hate each other. They're 8 miles apart, and one of them, Coach Belichick, is coaching. The Battle of the Blues is today.
The Tobacco Road matchup.
Tobacco Road, Battle of the Blues, man. Duke coming in at 5-5, North Carolina at 4-6. This could be really fun, dude. Will Belichick's team play strong, or will they get beat in their own house today?
This could be a potential bowl game elimination game here for either of these teams, because North Carolina, if they lose, then they're pretty much donezo. Duke, if they lose, then that puts them on their heels, because next week they would have to win at Wake Forest. So I think that could be this matchup's going to remind me a lot of USC UCLA from last year, just like I mentioned, because that was a bowl game elimination game. This one I think can be a bowl game elimination game. So I think this one will be. I think that one will be pretty fun. And I guess it's worth noting that North Carolina plays NC State, which is definitely winnable. So we'll see what happens with the last two matchups for both these teams.
This is gonna be fun. I really hope this game shows out. I hope this is the best game of the day. I really do. I hope,
and it's only on ACC Network.
Damn it. Damn it. Well, I think this will be fun, dude. This is going to be a great game. Battle of the Blues, always a nice battle in basketball. And football, it's been pretty good, too, the last couple of years, man. So always a fun game to watch. And I'm looking forward to this one in a little bit, coming up in a little bit here. So, all right, Dan. Well, that's really it. I mean, again, I don't really see much more. I'm trying to make D1 a little bit bigger this week. And next week will be a lot better. Regardless, though, I mean, just a bunch of games that are just pretty chill. I mean, Nebraska, Penn State, I guess, could be kind of fun. I don't know. Maybe we'll see.
That one's also on NBC too.
That is. Cal and Stanford, the two teams that are clearly in California but think they're on the East Coast, which is really weird. But that used to be a rivalry in the Pac-12 there. So, I don't know what they're going to do with that one now. And then, of course, like you said, Washington, UCLA. Wouldn't that be hilarious if UCLA won? Oh, my gosh. And, I forgot. This is a fun one. This is a fun game. I love this because their acronyms are so close, and I've always loved it because I feel like these two schools mirror each other. One in SoCal, one in NorCal. San Jose State taking on San Diego State, man. SJSU versus SDSU. 8-2 versus 3-7. I get it. San Diego State's way better. It's going to be in Snapdragon Stadium. But hey, who knows? San Jose State could come and play upsetter. We'll see. But I'm obviously going to take the Aztecs in this one. What do you think?
Same. I think San Diego State rules San Jose State.
Yeah, should be pretty good. But
especially if their Mountain West Conference title hopes are on the line.
Oh, seriously, right? So we shall see. So, all right, Teran, let's go ahead and move it on, man. Final of the day. And let's go ahead and get on in to the NFL. Little picks for tomorrow. We'll have some fun, little punchy, short, sweet picks, but we'll have some fun here before we're out of here for the day, man. So here it comes. NFL this week. I don't know. I don't know. There's some games here that the Monday night game is the weird one for me, but it's kind of weird because it's sneaky good. As much as I want to call it sneaky bad, it's sneaky good in my opinion. So we'll get to that coming on up here, but allow me to get on over to my my thingy here, my schedule. So all right, here we go. All right, so obviously we talked last week, or we just finished up with last week. The start of this week, really, with the Texans just surprising the living crap out of everybody, especially the Bills, especially Josh Allen with those 7 sacks. But here we go, man. We got our first game of Sunday, or they're all this bill slate, obviously, but this one looks like a whole bunch of fun. Colts, Chiefs, Arrowhead. This game, this game right here. The 8-2 Colts roll into KC behind good old JT's 15 TD season and top tier defense, while the 5-5 Chiefs look to stop the slide and protect their turf at home. Mahomes versus Daniel Jones. Taylor versus Kelsey is a huge one. What do you think?
Oh, man, if there was ever a must-win game for Kansas City, this would be it. However, the Colts are undefeated against Patrick Mahomes, so I'm actually going to go with
Ooh.
the Colts here.
Oh,
The Colts
okay.
actually can't afford to lose steam here because a win like this would definitely put them still in a good position to get the 1 seed, especially with the Broncos on bye. But if there's ever a desperation game for the Chiefs, they got to win this one. But I'm taking the Colts.
This is huge. Against my will, I'm taking the Chiefs, but dude, I hope the Colts win. I really do. This would be crazy. I would love this. So, all righty. Well, let's see what happens, man. But this will be pretty crazy. So, Terran's taking the Colts. I'm unfortunately taking the Chiefs because until they're completely gone. But this would be great to see them lose. But we'll see. Next up, the 6-4 Steelers head to Chicago with Aaron Rodgers expected to play, while the 7-3 Bears ride Caleb Williams and a surging defense into a massive NFC AFC showdown. 2 playoff hopefuls here, 1 icy battleground. Who are you taking?
Oh, man. If Aaron Rodgers starts for the Steelers, Steelers will win just because he owns the Bears. If Mason Rudolph starts for the Steelers, I think Bears win. All that said, I'm taking Chicago just because they're on a heater, but I really want to see what they can do against a good Steelers defense.
Fair. Very fair. Very, very fair. Oh, this is gonna be rough. I gotta go with the Rogers team though. I gotta take them Steelers here, man. It's just I don't know. I just feel like you're right. They own the Bears, but we'll see. But if he doesn't play, you're right. I think that's good to say. I think they'll win this one, but I'm going Steelers in this battle. It should be a fun game, actually, huh?
Mason Rudolph, the red zone reindeer.
I love it. I love it. Next up, Drake May and the 9-2 Patriots look to keep rolling while Flacco leads the 3-7 Bengals with Joe Burrow still out. Can Cincinnati shock a red-hot New England squad? What do you think?
I hate to tell everybody this, but Bengals won't have Jamar Chase because he decided to be an idiot last week against the Steelers. Patriots win this one easy, and Joe Burrow should be back. I mean, he's almost on his way back. He actually had full practices this week, but he's not going to play. It's going to be Joe Flacco again. I just don't see the Patriots slowing down.
Dude, that's crazy. I just don't see it either. I don't understand how the Patriots. You know what, though? Good for them, man. They got it going, and what a difference a coach can make, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we'll see, but oh my gosh, how crazy is this? So, Derrick Henry enters Week 12 poised to pass 4 Hall of Famers on the all-time rushing list as the 5-5 Ravens host the 2-8 Jets. Can Lamar and Baltimore get back above 500, or will New York shock the AFC North?
Ravens are on a roll. They can ill afford any more losses. Give me the Ravens.
Yeah, give me the Ravens too. I think Henry is going to do it, man. I think Henry's a beast, dude, and he'll go down as one of the best running backs of this entire era. I mean, one of the best of all time. The dude is amazing, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do this week. But there you go, Teran. Yeah, we're both going Ravens, huh?
Yep.
Ravens all day. All right. After a tough loss in LA, the 7-3 Seahawks head to Tennessee, aiming to rebound against a struggling 1-9 Titan squad. Can Sam Darnold and the good old Jets? I'm sorry. Can Sam Darnold and JSN keep Seattle rolling, or will the Titans shock the NFC West?
This is no doubt a Seahawks win. I think the Seahawks get it done. There's no way Sam Darnold will be throwing 4 interceptions like he did last week. And if he does, then we got to have a talk about him. But give me Seahawks over Titans.
Yeah, there's no way. The Titans are bad, dude. The Titans are so freaking bad. Like,
they're failing Cam Ward, unfortunately.
yeah, I feel for the guy, man. I know we always make fun of the U and everything, and rightfully so. But, dude, like, I feel so bad for these guys. Like, it's not. Oh, that's a bummer. I really do feel bad for them. I really think that he deserved better than that because they suck something awful, man. So, alrighty. Next up, and this is the team. This is the team overall. They're bad, but the 6-3-1 Packers look to stay hot at home behind Jordan Love, while the 4-6 Vikings try to steal a third straight win at Lambeau. Can Minnesota pull the upset, or does Green Bay keep pace in the NFC North race?
I'll take the Packers. I think the Packers still need to they still got to keep it going here, just because they still need to keep pace with Chicago and Detroit. I don't think they should have too many problems with the Vikings, especially if 9, or JJ McCarthy. He likes going by 9 now.
Seriously.
If he has a game like that, like he did last week in the first half, I don't think the Vikings will beat the Packers, but I think the Packers win.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Packers too. This is I can see this one happening. I mean, what do you do? The Vikes have been weird this year. So, all right. Next up here, Detroit aims to snap their skid and stay alive in the NFC playoff hunt as they host the struggling Giants at Ford Field. Can the Lions offense get rolling again, or will the will the New York Giants shock the Motor City?
Lions, this one's not going to be close. Lions don't lose back-to-back games, and the Giants have yet to win an away game.
Yeah, and that's true. And no Scattaboo. So, I mean, they're
no Scattaboo. Even though I think Jackson Dart makes his return, he can't save this Giants team.
Nobody can save this
Giants
team.
Not by himself.
No, totally agree. The Jaguars look to stay hot and make it 3 wins in 4 weeks. Crazy, right? While the Cardinals aim to play spoiler at home behind Jacoby Brissett and Trey McBride. Can Arizona slow down Trevor Lawrence and Travis Etienne?
I mean, Jaguars have been inconsistent, but there's no way they're losing to the Cardinals. Give me Jacksonville. Give me Duval.
We'll see, man. But no, I agree. This is a crazy game. Give me Jacksonville as well. Alrighty. Next up, Shedeur Sanders makes his NFL debut. At least I think his NFL start.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Under the bright lights of Allegiant Stadium, as the Browns look to snap 4-game skid. And guess what? They just might, because guess who they're playing? The Raiders, who love to have teams just snap skids and break records and do everything else on. So the Raiders aim to defend their home turf behind Geno Smith and a hungry pass rush who leaves Vegas with win number 3. Oh my gosh, that's so sad. Teran, obviously I'm taking my stupid Raiders, but what do you think?
Okay, remember how I said UMass Bowling Green should be on Cartoon Network? This game should be on Nickelodeon. If not Nick Jr.
Teran, this game should be on Comedy Central.
Yeah.
That's what it's gonna be.
It's gonna be comedy. It's gonna be complete comedy.
I love it. This is the Nickelodeon game. Oh, dude. Yeah, this is sad. This is a sad game. This game sucks.
I'm gonna pick the Raiders to win just because the Browns have yet to win an away game this year, and there's no way the Raiders are that bad against the Browns.
Well, thank you so much. I hope that they win, but I don't know if they will.
This is the toilet bowl.
This is yes. This is as toilet as toilet can get. The Falcons and Saints meet again with a classic NFC South rivalry vibe. Rookie quarterback Tyler Shah looks to spark New Orleans, while Atlanta turns to Kirk Cousins to snap a 5-game skid. Who rises in the dome?
Oh God, this might be giving Raiders Browns a run for their money for the toilet bowl, but my Michael Penix Jr. is out for the year for the Falcons. Believe it or not, I'm going to take the Saints. I mean, Falcons are just a dysfunctional mess right now. I got to go with New Orleans. They're somehow, some way going to pull this one off, even though the Falcons have Bijan Robinson.
You think the Saints are going to win this thing?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Somehow I'm getting this feeling New Orleans wins this one.
Okay, I got to go with the Falcons. There's no way. But if they do, dude, I cannot wait for tomorrow's show. I will give you your props and flowers. I hope that they win, actually. Because
do you want to know what's the worst part about the Falcons?
That they just threw their season away? I don't know what
So, you know how they're 3-7. They don't have a first-round pick. They traded that first-round pick to the Rams, which that could be a top 10 pick. And it could be top 5 because after this game, the Falcons, I think, have all but one opponent that's above 500. So
this is sad.
Falcons are really in the worst situation possible.
This is horrible. Well, good for... I can't even say good. Wow, that sucks. Okay, wow. The Eagles roll into AT&T Stadium at 8-2, looking to stay atop of the NFC East. Well, Dak and the Cowboys aim to protect home turf and get back to 500. Can Philly's balanced attack handle Dallas's high-powered offense? And I just put that in there because they're really not that high-powered, but I just want to make it cool, actually. I don't think they're high-powered at all, but I just wanted to make that sound cool.
Oh, man. I mean, if the Eagles do play like they have been playing the last few weeks offensively, I think the Cowboys might actually have a shot, but I'm going with the Eagles. I mean, their defense has been absolutely amazing. I can't imagine the Eagles having a letdown spot this week.
You imagine this? I mean, my gosh. So, yeah, no. Eagles all day. I mean, please. No. And I just want to make it sound cool. So, Baker Mayfield. Okay, now, obviously, this is the primetime games. We're going to be talking about way more tomorrow. This is the one. So, tomorrow afternoon, 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern, at the very end of those afternoon games. And, of course, before primetime, we'll be talking about these two and giving our picks. And then Thanksgiving. Actually, Teran and I, if you don't mind, dude, we're going to have ourselves a little fun this week. I'm off of work this whole week. So, if you're down, we're going to have a little Thanksgiving special this week. Time to be announced.
All right, yeah, we could do that.
We'll have some fun there. But all right, Darren. So, obviously before Thanksgiving, but Baker Mayfield faces off against his former team as the 6-4 Bucks head to SoFi to battle the 8-2 Rams. Darren, what do you think? Stafford is dealing with LA defense. They're rolling. Tampa's trying to stay atop of the NFC South. Primetime fireworks incoming. What do you think?
This one's going to be a good one. I only wish the Bucs were a little bit more healthy. Godwin is questionable. Bucky Irving is out. Obviously, no Mike Evans. If the Bucs had a little bit more of a better offense, I'd pick them. But Baker Mayfield is throwing to unknown wide receivers, led by Sterling Shepard. I have to go Rams. Rams cannot afford to be sluggish offensively. They actually have to come out firing on all cylinders. I'm certain the Rams will do so just because they can't afford a loss. I mean, my only fear for the Rams is they have a Seahawks hangover and they get a little too big for their britches against Tampa. Tampa's fighting for their division though as well.
Yes, they are. They are. So this will be fun. Tomorrow we'll get more into this, a little more of a deep dive. But yeah, we'll definitely recap this one again, Teran, and talk about this one tomorrow, given our picks and everything. But yeah, this is we can skip our picks now. But yeah, I think this is I don't know. This is a really good game. This should actually be a really fun game.
Yep.
So I don't know. I'll get my picks for this one tomorrow. Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. I'm gonna go Rams at home. I think they'll win it, but we'll see. This is gonna be a fun game. And then of course, the Panthers at 6-5, man, head west to battle the 7-4 San Francisco 49ers in a match with major playoff stakes. Brock Purdy looks to stay hot after last week's explosion, while Bryce Young and Carolina try to pull the upset under the lights on Monday Night Football. What do you think?
Look, I like the turnaround that the Panthers have. I like Bryce Young. but I got to go with the Niners. Home field really means a lot, and I just think that the Niners are getting healthy at the right time. Give me the Niners. They know, and they also know that this game is pivotal because the wild card race is big, and then also maybe the division is still up for grabs because the Niners aren't too far back of the Rams.
No, this would be fun. I would love this, man. So we'll see. I'm going to go Niners too, but we'll talk about this one more tomorrow as well, man. So, Teran, it's about that time, bro. Can you believe it? 2.5 hours in, and there we go. No AI clips for us now on StreamYard because they're annoying and don't make clips over 2 hours, but whatever, it's fine. We'll manage. We'll definitely have some, some clips from tomorrow's show. But Teran, this is it, bro. This is it, man. Over 800 viewers today, so we got to give some shout outs. Thank you all so much for tuning in today. Teran, as we always like to do, any last comments, thoughts, anybody else you want to throw out? Playoffs, high school, NFL, college, doesn't matter. What you got?
I think that is it for the most part. Something to keep an eye on is Northwestern. I know they had a heartbreaking loss last week against Michigan, but if they do beat Minnesota, then they will be going bowling, which I think is pretty impressive just because they've kind of been up and down, but we'll see. Oh, Minnesota's up. Never mind. So Northwestern might be in trouble this week and next week.
Oh, rough go, man. Got to give a shout out, of course, to some local teams here, man. Shout out on good seasons. Of course, last week, man, 2 weeks ago. Actually, no, last week. Vista Marietta would lose to San Clemente 32-7. And, well, San Clemente bulldozed, losing her 35-7 to head to the championship. Marietta Valley was in the mix, man. They defeated Rancho Cucamonga 26-6. But yesterday fell short to Los Alamitos 23-10. So out goes Marietta Valley. Last week out goes Vista Marietta in the Division II CIF Southern Section Championship. Los Alamitos and San Clemente. Tearing a little Orange County battle for you there.
I'm probably going to be at that matchup. It's going to be at San Clemente, and it's going to be pretty fun. It's a rematch because both these teams are in the same league, the Alpha League. So San Clemente got the better of the Griffins, but we'll see if the Griffins can right their wrongs.
We'll see, man. A little high school action for you. Like I said, love it, man. Always enjoy talking about these. Got to give a shout out to San Jacinto, by the way, man, here in the Inland Empire. They'll be taking on La Habra in the championship game. They defeated Villa Park.
That's going to be a fun one. La Habra's good.
Man. Oh, yeah. Villa Park, man. San Jacinto 18-15 over Villa Park, man, yesterday. La Habra over Oaks Christian. So, 20-7. So, Teran, it's really good stuff, man, moving forward. But we will see you guys tomorrow, man, talking plenty of NFL, recapping all these college games, all the good stuff. For Teran Rodriguez, for me, your boy Larry B, we are signing off, and we will see you guys tomorrow, 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern. As always, take care, and God bless.
Peace.